Hey, what's up? It's your boy 24/7 here with the Primetime Kings. And I will be joined by my other co-hosts here shortly. But I figured let me go ahead and open this up, see how everyone's going. Let me see. Want to acknowledge the chat. Okay, we got Lord Thoth. Hi, everyone. How's it going, Lord Thoth, man? Great to have you here, Pat S. Yo, Lord Thoth. Cold Era. Hail, my man. Yep. Great to have y'all here, Pat S. Hello, Cold Era. Yeah, man. Miss seeing you guys, man. Thank y'all for being here. Hail at Pat S. and Lord Thoth. A lot of hails, a lot of love. That's good. Nothing wrong with that. Hail, Pat S. Yeah. Baron Norman Tag, my man, was good. He said, What's up, all? Lord Thoth, hail at Pat S. Hail to Cold Era. That's what's up, man. You guys are awesome, man. Thank y'all. And hail to you, Baron, man. Thank you, man. Great to have you here. Yeah, it's been pretty interesting. I figured, we can see what's going on with a few things while we wait for the fellas. Yeah, it's been it's been a lot of interesting things coming out. Like, I'll give you an example. Have you ever heard? I'm sorry, man. Have y'all heard the story of the lady that's suing Kellogg's for not putting enough strawberry shits in the Pop-Tarts? That shit's going for $5 million, man. My boy Zax was good, man. Pat S said your show with Gogo 13 yesterday was great. Oh, you mean mine? Oh, man, thank you, man. You talking about me? I don't know. Gogo had like 2 or 3 shows lined up yesterday. My man be working hard. Hail to Brandon Wolf. Gogo 13. Anime 101. Awesome dude, man. Great guy. Had me on his channel yesterday, and I know I know I broke the rules. I went in there. I know he's anime, but I came in there with Super Friends and shit. Shit, I came in there showing off some old Funimation Supermans and remember Lord Thoth, you come on, man. I know you got to remember they used to have like the old Teen Titans cartoons from the 60s. Came in there with that shit. What else? It was that they had the Atom with Ray Palmer, the dude that shrinks, and it was cool because you had Ted Knight, who is from was that Too Close for Comfort, and of course Caddyshack, the judge, and he'd be back at the Hall of Justice, and that kind of shit. Superman, the Atom. And I was like, oh shit, it's fucking Ted Knight in this bitch. I got him on DVD with this shit. That's what's up, man. So, I was coming off with all kinds of shit. Old school Super Friends, what's that? The Legend of the Legendary Superpowers. When them motherfuckers start fighting Darkseid in the comic books, in the cartoons. Then I had that Aquaman, the complete collection, 36 Aquaman cartoons on 2 discs. That was the cartoons they were showing when they had like the Superman Aquaman hour. Y'all remember that shit? Don't act like y'all forgot. Shit. Yeah, ridiculous. They still sell Pop-Tarts? Yeah, man. They still sell Pop-Tarts and he got hit. I want my strawberry shits. That's right. Yeah. I want a little bit more strawberry shits in my Pop-Tart. You know, shit. Y'all ain't doing enough. I'm dishing out what, $3.50 for a box? And I only get like 6 of them in this motherfucker. Y'all shortchanging me on the strawberry shits that go on my Pop-Tart. I don't give a fuck if it's frosted or not. I'm getting gypped. So that's how it goes down, man. Oh shit, yeah, man. I want my strawberry shits. There you go, Baron, my man. My boy Zach says Cold Era. Good group in here. Yeah, man. Man, you guys are always awesome, man. Always a blessing to have you out here, man. Thank you, man. Cold Era says, hell, Zax. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And good old Ted Knight. Yeah, man. Shit, Ted Knight was awesome, man. Fuck. I love Caddyshack. You know how many fucking, I got like 3 or 4 of those DVDs, man. I got one copy that's regular DVD form. Then I got one in Blu-ray. Then I got one that's in that old school paper DVD cover that they used to have. You know, that was like one of the first DVD cases they used to have was that fucking cardboard hard paper. You know, that shit. Yeah. Man, you can't never, you know, you always got to make sure you have a copy of that shit laying around somewhere. You want to get toxic, you know, for the evening, you pop that shit in. That and Police Academy. It's going down tonight. Ted Knight was in the animated Star Trek. I didn't know that, man. I got that shit sitting right next to me, too. The animated series. Zach says, hell, Baron. Hell, yeah, man. That's what's up, man. Pat S, my man, Cold Era. See the Injustice movie yet? You know what, man? I have not seen the Injustice movie yet. I have not seen it yet, man. I know I've seen the trailer. I was like, all right. But yeah, I'm gonna have to see it, man. You know, for Injustice 3, they're coming with Plastic Man, bro. That's gonna be interesting. I wonder what Injustice 3 gonna be looking like, being able to play as Plastic Man. Hell, even Superman is scared of Plastic Man. Long live Caddyshack, the Gopher. Hey, you know the Gopher was made by Lucas and them, man, by his you know, little puppet team, man. Which, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, wasn't the puppeteers for that Henson and them? Y'all can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. But wasn't Henson wasn't he involved in a lot of the special effects with, you know, with like the monsters and all that other shit? Didn't he create those? It's something between Henson and Lucas's puppeteer team or whatever. He like the motherfuckers that did all the little puppet shits in the movies for Star Wars. They were the ones that did the Gopher for Caddyshack. Yeah, there's a little story behind the Gopher, man. That little Gopher, he was the shit. Especially when he was ready to fucking smash that French, you know, he was like, yo, he saw the French poodle. He was like, yo, I'm ready to fill that motherfucker up full of cheese whiz. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit. My man, the Gopher, he wasn't fucking around. Damn. Shout out to the Gopher. It was pretty good. Yeah, man. Caddyshack was fucking awesome. Dune wasn't that bad. All right. You know, you mean Injustice was pretty good. Yeah. All right. I definitely got to check it anyway, man. love to see that shit just in one full. Actually, you can see it. I mean, if you want to put, they already got people that have put together the cutscenes from every fucking game for it all to play out like a whole movie. So I mean, that's already done. Now you get to see it, I guess, with all the things put in probably from the comic book as well, because I know the comic book kind of goes more into depth, because it's a comic book. Of course, they can really do a deep dive into all the events that happen in the game and just kind of go harder into breaking it down better, explaining why it went down this certain ways and blah blah blah, and why this person fuck over this person and this person got killed and all this other shit. So yeah. I don't know if they were. I do know the Gopher was added as post-production at the last minute. Yeah. And actually, Gopher, Smegma Wiz. Yeah, actually, the Gopher did, somebody between everything that I'm talking about. Like I said, between Lucas and Henson, and and all the puppeteering between the two, because you got to understand, even Frank Oz was a part of the two. So I think one thing was kind of connected to the other, but I heard they were the ones responsible for creating the Gopher and bringing him to life in that first Caddyshack movie. I thought the Gopher was fucking awesome. He was funny as fuck. Said, if you feed the Gopher Pop-Tarts, does he get the strawberry shit? Oh, man. Hey, I tell you what, man. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Tip the voice of fusion. Oh, fuck yeah, man. If you guys want to leave me a tip, man, I'd greatly appreciate it. Pro-capitalism. Don't turn away tips. Sure. Anything's helpful to keep the mic on here in the studio. But thank y'all for being here. Your time and your energy just being here, kicking it with your boy is what I'm most thankful for. Frank Oz is an odd fellow. Yeah, Frank Oz is awesome, man. Yeah, I heard he was very different, but the strawberry shits. Hey, man, you guys are funny as hell, man. I know, man. You guys ain't fucked with me like this in a minute. Let me see, Baron. Here's a tip: don't fart into the wind after Taco Bell. You're funny, man. I like that. Appreciate that, though, bro. Boy, I just spilled some water all over this motherfucker. Holy shit. Yeah, I got this shit all over the place. My bad, y'all. I got water fucking leaking all over the place. Just trying to move shit around. Fucking dump over water. And that shit ain't cool, man. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with that shit later. But yeah, man. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Definitely like and subscribe. Yeah, man. Shit. Good thing it wasn't that much fucking water. But it was enough to fucking make a mess. Bitch. Damn. Man, so y'all want to see something? I was gonna actually save it for you guys can follow me on Twitter if you don't already. I was gonna show you a comic book I got here. If y'all wanna check it out, man, y'all let me know in the chat if y'all interested in seeing this book. I ain't never showed anybody. It's kind of going through some of my Batman titles, and I seen this one Batman comic book in particular that I said let me see if anybody even owns anything like this. All this fucking water. Let me see Coldera show it. Pat S show. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else thinks I should show it? See, y'all can say show or drop a Y or a yes or a one. Or a thumbs up or something. I'll let your boy. Pat S question. Why? That's cool. Oh shit. I am joined by the one, the only
Vigilante Wednesday here on another episode of the Primetime Kings, and I saw that. Oop, I appreciate it, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Sorry I'm a little late, but I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
Man. Happy to have you here, man. Shit, great having you all, man. Always, man. Always.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just sitting around here, just kind of talking shit, man. Was talking about for the $5 million lawsuit on Kellogg's for not having enough fucking strawberry shits in their Pop-Tarts, man.
What?
Yeah, matter of fact, I dropped it in the DMs, man. If you want to throw it up. I thought it was interesting that they say this lady suing for $5 million. It's in court, man, and the reason is she thinks that Kellogg's is skipping out on pulling enough strawberry shits in the Pop-Tarts. So
man,
he was like, "Fuck that! I'm taking this to court." And yeah,
this is interesting because you remember years ago the $5 footlong, they got sued for that because they weren't a footlong. They were like 10 inches.
No,
sued them on the strength of that, and that's what this put me in mind of. Like, I think that's why they got rid of it. I don't know if they even had the foot because it was like they're not really footlongs, and they sued them off of that. So without knowing, I don't know how valid this lawsuit is. Because there is, despite what we get from everything and all these more major corporations, there is something called false advertising. So if I don't know what the fuck I ain't a lawyer. It's a class action lawsuit. As many Pop-Tarts as I added, maybe I should join in on this damn thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know this shit was even going down until I seen this.
Yeah.
Cold.
Strawberry shits. Strawberry shits. Yeah, them strawberry shits ain't in there. Kellogg's strawberry flavored Pop-Tarts need more strawberries, according to a lawsuit filed against the company in August. I'm for this lawsuit. I'm sick of this fake advertising when it comes to flavors. Shit don't taste like strawberry. That shit tastes red. You didn't add no fucking strawberries in there. You just added red. So I'm with Anita Harris in the Southern District of Illinois. Class action lawsuit filed by Anita Harris in the Southern District of Illinois argues that the Kellogg sales company is misleading consumers by promoting the breakfast pastry's strawberry filling in its labels and marketing, giving an impression that the fruit contains a greater relative absolute amount of strawberries than it does. In reality, the company's frosted strawberry toaster pastries contain less than 2% of dry strawberries, dry pear, and dry apple. That's not that much. And when I say red 40, that's what this shit tastes like, red.
Yeah, red 40. That's the dye that they put in everything. Like red 40s and anything red is
red, just like yellow 5. Some of these specific dyes they put in everything. So yeah, it take like that's why it's been a joke. Oh, red is a flavor, or red is a color, not a flavor. But sometimes shit will taste red or blue or green. That is why. Some of that time those dyes do have a little extra flavor. I like wild berry. My favorite is actually the cinnamon, the brown sugar cinnamon. I love.
So you got a favorite?
Yeah, of a Pop Tart.
Yeah, I said you said all that shit. Then you what my favorite is.
Yeah. This is why I feel cheated. I've been eating all these damn Pop Tarts, and it took somebody to say, "Yo, these Pop Tarts ain't even got what the fuck they say on them." Trust me, I ate so many damn Pop Tarts in my life. I need to join in on this shit. Let's see. Lawsuit says if Harris had known the truth, she had not bought the Pop Tarts. That's a fair point. Whether the toaster pastry contains only strawberries or merely some strawberries is basic front label information customers rely on when making quick decisions at the grocery store. The lawsuit reads: strawberries are the product's characterizing ingredient. Consumers believe they are present in an amount greater than is the case. I'm with this frivolous lawsuit. Compares Kellogg. What's up? I get date. Oh shit!
Can I take your order?
We're about to get canceled.
You want some cheap pork, cheap rice?
Oh shit! What's up, boy?
Strawberry box.
Hey, well, shit. I'm assuming your order is as accurate as these Pop Tarts are when it comes to that chicken.
No, I think that's chicken. For that I know. And s'mores or get the hell out.
S'mores. Hey, well, we found out there's a class action lawsuit about these strawberry Pop Tarts, man.
Like they don't taste like strawberry? Really? Is that what we're going with? That's the biggest thing in the world?
Nah, they got this lady that's suing for $5 million, saying that they don't have the strawberries that the box says is supposed to be in each one of these Pop Tarts. She's saying they're being lied to. So
is this the same lady who have found Gorilla Glue in the hair product section and decided to wash her hair?
No, this person is a patriot, someone who's standing up against all these food giants lying to us about the sugary products. I've been lied to. I am joining this class action lawsuit.
Wait, false advertising and mainstream selling? Shocker.
It's about time. Exactly.
That's like me saying I'm Steven Seagal, and I turn on the camera and I'm not Steven Seagal. Oh my God. I hope I have $5 million at the ready.
I hope you do too.
Oh, shit.
You know what? $5 million they're going to get is my foot in their ass.
Well, it's Fat Steven, so that qualifier, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The Steven Seagal is silent. It's just fat.
Exactly. There you go.
This is so stupid.
Man, great to have you here, man.
Yeah, it's good to have you. It's been a minute.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm busy as shit right now.
Yeah.
Fucking missed you, man.
That's why the time got switched.
Yeah.
We had to switch times. We had to just get rid of Monday altogether, unfortunately. I'm with the lawsuit. Fuck. You've been lying to people for all these years.
But that's it. It might be good, but we have to look at it this way. That means every freaking if she wins or gets settlement, every freaking moron under the sun is going to be going through every fucking grocery section like, is this false advertising? Is this false advertising? It doesn't match the weight on the pasta. What this stuff doesn't look like. The label's all wrong. It's going to be nothing but people suing like Kraft and Kellogg. I don't want that. I don't want my Frankenberry ruined because of these
Frankenberry,
cases.
You know what? Frankenberry, I want real Frankenstein monster blueberry in my fucking cereal. What the fuck am I buying?
Then go after Captain Crunch. He's not a real captain.
Oh, or the fucking the Quaker Oats man. He's not a real Quaker.
Now you're gonna tell me the Lucky Charms guy.
That's like going after KFC and knowing it's not real chicken.
What? Well, I do know it's not real chicken.
Or that the Colonel's not really a Colonel.
Yeah, he's not even a
Next, you guys are going to tell me Lucky Charm, the leprechaun's not a real leprechaun. Tony the Tiger is really like a
taste the
dog
rainbow. I'm sorry, false advertising. When's the last time I was able to taste a rainbow?
You know what? I'm glad you guys are on my side. It's time to sue all these food companies for all their lies. And I'm hearing myself again. I'm not sure if it's my fault or not. Oh wait, no, I'm gone. Not just me. But yeah, I'm with them. It's false advertising. No, this will a win for her would mean everything is not going to have flavored strawberry flavored or some toward market classification like the McDonald's hot coffee or like I mentioned, if you guys remember, or I'm not sure if you remember, Steven, few years ago, maybe almost a decade ago, somebody sued over the $5 footlongs because they're not really footlongs. They're like 10 or 11 inches.
Vigilante, here's a news flash. I don't follow everything that has to do with food. Okay,
I didn't say you did.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. I'm literally messing with you right now. But no, I honestly, if this does win, you guys should literally make it a mission to go and look in grocery stores to see if you can find that one crazy person that is literally looking at every item to see if it's false advertising. Just look at that one frantic person tearing up shelves.
Man,
this bread isn't fully white. There's crust that's brown.
I just got some sour cream and onion Pringles, and I don't think there's any sour cream or onions involved. It's time for a lawsuit.
That's like watching a guy picking apart a 12 grain bread, hoping there's 12 grains in the bread. False advertising.
If I get 11 grains, you're going to hear from my fucking lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
11 grains.
That's like we can sue Disney.
I asked for 12.
But that means you can sue Disney. We asked for Spider-Man, not Iron Boy. False advertising.
Well, shit. Now you're on board. It's time to get Mercator Law. It's time to make some money.
Oh, yeah. Let's all dress like Sailor Moon and see what's what.
I just meant for his law purposes, not.
Oh, okay.
Frankenshits.
Frankenshits. I'm with what's the lady's name? Anita something? Anita Sarkeesian.
Oh,
Anita Harris. No, not at all. Her name is Anita Harris, and she's in the Southern District, Illinois. Shout out to Chicago. So yeah, they're suing for these damn Pop-Tarts. Honestly, in all honesty, I'm being tongue in cheek. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know, those things rainbows do not taste like Skittles. Oh, it was Australia. Was it Australia? I thought it was here. So yeah, shout out to Baron Orman Tag.
Yeah, Baron, my man. Yeah, great dude, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, man.
Yes, Zax. The Pop-Tarts are clearly Chicago's biggest problem. Obviously.
Yeah, definitely not the guns. Oh.
Not the guns or the
there we go. You can sue about guns. This gun's not a real gun. How so? It didn't hit anybody.
Well, there you go. And no comment about what Cold Air is talking about. We don't have to. Go ahead.
I would smash her.
You said you would?
Wouldn't.
It's been a long pandemic.
She is the definition of baby get back. Way back.
Drive-by Pop-Tarts. See, you know the real struggles in Chicago. The drive-by Pop-Tart problem has to stop.
Oh, yeah. Right after Michigan solves their non-minty flavored metal water. Yes, let's get on that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sheesh. That water thing actually pisses me off as an ex-Michigander. Like, it's been years and years. We've now on our third president since, and they're still just, we don't know what to do. Like, this isn't the first world. If you can.
Although I will sue if there's a drive-by Fig Newton. There
we go. Now we're on board. This Pop-Tart doesn't have any business. Oh, 24/7 Fusion Media, because he sleeps sometimes. But the videos are available 24/7. Therefore, my client has skirted that.
I appreciate that.
That misconception.
Oh man. Yeah, man. It's interesting, man. I tell you what, man. If the lady wins, that means there'll be a lot of things being picked apart more than.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Right.
This could be the end of junk food if she wins. I mean, it might be a good thing for me, fat as I am, but like I just can't imagine the implications of something like this for real. You think about every fucking food product that doesn't really have what it says or has like a very small percentage. I mean, like every piece of candy, every fucking Gatorade, every drink, every juice, everything, like all of that. I mean, this would be a lamb. But something, I'm not a lawyer. That's the thing. I don't know if this is wrong. I don't know if this is like a loophole and some shit, and that this person has found it and is now going to reap the benefits and ruin all the junk food because of it. They may have. That's how it goes sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how well this thing holds up in court, man, or if this thing will just be something that'll, it'll come up and be done with quick, or is this something that's going to be something that is going to make the paper? Well, it already did, but what I'm saying is even further than that.
Yeah, It's up to the judge. The judge could toss it out, or the judge could say, you know what? I'm a fat fuck too. Let's do this. You know what I mean? Keep it going. So who knows, man? Who knows?
Man.
It's a wild. That's a wild story. It's something out of all the stories I expected to talk about today. I can't lie. This was not one of them.
Yeah, man. It's interesting, man. I bet you probably break it down a little bit more once you get deeper into the details and shit. But it's an interesting thing going on, man. It's definitely because of how ridiculous it is. But then who knows? The person might be onto something.
They might be onto something. They listen. If something like this wins, man, the courts, which are already flooded with frivolous lawsuits, and you might have a case, Pat. That's the point. If this lawsuit goes through, you do have a case for burnt fingers and Pop-Tarts.
Sorry, I just started suing Chunks Ahoy. Those chocolate chips are not chunky enough. I'm sorry.
Hey,
No,
now
good.
you're on the right track. Yeah, man. Time to sue a major corporation for something frivolous, so I don't have to do anything anymore.
I'd rather sue them for honesty.
It's like sue them for like a actual legitimate reason?
Yeah.
Nah. Fuck all that. This is America. We don't do that shit.
I'm not in America.
That's what I was about to say. I don't know what they do in Canada, but here in America, we sue.
Well, they say Canada first of all, not Canada.
Canada. I said it properly.
So you know what they're going to do right with this now? What they're going to do is they're going to put like a keychain or a sticker of that strawberry in every box. Be like, yeah, it came with the strawberries.
They don't figure
Or they, or sometimes how they do. We have 20% more strawberries in our Pop-Tarts. That kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Where they tell you they upped it.
Yeah, but as you 20% more,
30% more real strawberries in every Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, this is so
Yeah,
wild.
They're just going to change the box art too. They're going to make it look plain.
Yeah, they're gonna probably get rid of strawberries. It's probably gonna be frosted berry flavor.
If you want strawberries, buy a Nutri-Grain bar. Jesus.
Yeah. Or buy. You know what you could do if you wanted strawberries? This may be a foreign thought. Could actually buy some fucking strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to eat strawberries, you don't. Pop-Tarts aren't the biggest source of strawberries. The earth is. So buy regular, normal grown strawberries if that's
but actually I think there's other companies that make Pop-Tart like products, and they come with real natural, all that other shit. They got people that have so there's alternatives, but I guess she was like, fuck Kellogg's, I'm going after them.
Hey, listen, it's money time again. I'm assuming the Southern Illinois court, Southern District of Illinois. I'm not a geography major. Is Chicago the southern part of Illinois or the top part? Because I just blame Chicago. I mean, I had nothing to do with them.
Cold Ever says 20% more of 2% is still 2%.
Yeah. No, Chicago's North Illinois. Actually, I blame Chicago. This is almost. I don't know what part of Illinois I need to blame. In any event, yeah. So was there what else did you guys want to cover? I know this is kind of.
That's all kind of stuff.
I heard Michael Myers is homophobic.
Oh,
get out of here!
Because he killed a gay couple in his house, and the whole trope of Michael Myers is he kills anyone who lives in his house. That's not
all the straight.
Yeah,
all the straight couples that have been murdered in every movie ever, every slasher movie, and now shouldn't you guys? It's like an honor.
Yeah.
You were murdered by Michael Myers.
Or have you guys heard about the first the black transgender Amazonian, which makes no
sense? I got that. I got a bunch of
Yeah.
stories in the DMs. Yeah, that's one of them I got in there.
Do you want to talk about that one? Because that one is the mind-boggling one.
It's
It's Nubia.
Yeah, we can
Because that pisses me off on a separate level. They took Nubia, who was already a character. I'm not going to say an established character. She is established.
It's funny because in my Wonder Woman collection, I got those issues, man. Like those Nubia, who are like her first appearances. I got all that. Those are actually some pretty good comics too. They're beautiful. You know, you know what's fucked up about Nubia? She's supposed to be. She's basically Wonder Woman's twin, but black.
Yeah, now she's
Now you know. So the thing is, but it's like but she's always been written to be mediocre, but the potential is there. So I could see why they would want to fuck with her, because that's a person that's actually the equal of Wonder Woman. But the thing is like they've been killing her character, you know, for the last few years, especially with that one where she was looking all dumpy looking.
I remember that.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was like a year. That was about a year ago.
Situation. Yeah, it was almost like a She-Hulk. Even though they just fixed She-Hulk recently. That's kind of a tangent.
I made a video about that. Yeah, they're getting ready to bring her back to her old sexy self.
Yeah, it's funny when She-Hulk comes out.
I did a video about that about a couple days ago. There's between in January of 2022. They plan. Well, there's going to be a storyline where she's going to be able to control her raging self to where she comes from being, you know, Abby Smash She-Hulk to back to her fine self.
You mean the John Byrne?
No, it's no. It's a person called Rainbow Rowell or something like that. It's a female, and I already seen like in the video that I put up. They got like 2 or 3 different variant number ones, and but she's gonna be back to her original self. She's gonna go back to being a lawyer, and she's gonna be able to calm the rage down to where she can get back to her normal self. But she's supposed to be stronger than she was when she was regular She-Hulk from the last time, because of how strong she gotten over, you know, behind her being all roided up and raised out. She's supposed to be a little bit stronger, but she's supposed to, you know. So basically, between now and January, some storyline is gonna come through where she's gonna fucking come out of that masculine phase of shit and get back to her fine self. So so they dropping She-Hulk #1, which falls in line with the TV show. You know, because I don't think for the TV show they were gonna put Hulk, you know, bushed out, you know, She-Hulk looking like that, man. How can you swing that on Disney Plus? Y'all ran with that for the last few years on the comic books, where She-Hulk looked like damn near she had a bigger dick than the Hulk.
Yeah, look at it. She looks good. I got it up there, 24.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's.
Looks good. It's actually She-Hulk.
So yeah, that's where it's going back to that now.
So yeah, that's it's funny. I can't help but to think the TV show is the reason. Like
I think so.
One, the actress who's playing her is not big. She's a very small lady to be.
And actually, she kind of favors her.
She does favor her a little bit, yeah, in the face. She does favor her in the face.
Holy shit, she has knockers and muscles. Something's wrong here.
Yeah, I didn't know that was allowed. That's an unrealistic body.
You know what's crazy is this is a complete 180 for Marvel. Like Marvel, I think under different circumstances, She-Hulk would have stayed butched out like that.
Yeah, but I agree.
And it's like, you know, this. I think they've been thinking like, hey, people are gonna watch the show, and if they like it, they're gonna go to the comic books and be like, "What the fuck did y'all just do to She-Hulk?" You know, well, and then they get to realizing, well, she's been like that for the last 3 to 5 years, where she's been hulked out and raised out and mad at men, and then how the fuck can you sell that? Because the first thing people do if they like your show is what? Buy the fuck out the comic books.
Yep.
And you can't sell a fucking Hulk looking She-Hulk like that. It's not gonna fucking man.
No. You mean She-Hulk?
She-Hulk. He Hulk. It's Ma'am Hulk.
It's
for real, man. So, let me see. The chat's been.
Yeah, the chat's talking about. I don't understand condoms and Nubia. The one thing I don't understand with Nubia, I can shoot my mouth off.
You should go for it, man.
I don't understand about the new Nubia that they're doing is like how It's the question that's actually being asked by Zax. So is Nubia did she used to be a man now in the
No,
canon?
no. What it is, it's not Nubia.
It's
See
a new
what it is.
character named Bia, which is
Right,
that's her
right,
name, Black
right.
inclusive African.
So what it is. All right, George Perez. All right. Let me just take it back. Back after they did the Crisis on Infinite Earths, they did away with the original run of Wonder Woman. And what they did was they came out with another Wonder Woman issue number 1, which was like 1987, 1988. I have that. I have that whole run. So basically, it reintroduced Wonder Woman with a new origin story that came from a storyline called Legends. And Legends actually introduced that storyline, introduced that iteration of the Suicide Squad that we see with Amanda Waller. Because Suicide Squad was actually a group from the 60s, but that's not the same group that we see in the movies. So that storyline called Legends, which was like 1986, 1987, opened up like it basically rebirthed the DC universe after Crisis. And it gave everybody new origins and different shit like that. So it became a new starting point for Wonder Woman. So what happened was George Perez started doing Wonder Woman from issue number 1. And from issue number 1, which started in 1987, 1988, his iteration of Themyscira Paradise Island was that they had a thing that when like a woman would die in a and she wasn't from Themyscira, if her soul or something was worthy, it can be reborn on Paradise Island, kind of deal, to become an Amazon.
Okay.
But what they're trying to put a spin on is that there was a guy that wanted, that always thought of himself as a chick. So all of a sudden he went through the safeguards of what was put in place, how that actual process worked. Right. To fit their agenda. They were like, well, this guy always thought of himself as a woman, so he gets the free pass. And becomes the first trans person in Paradise Island. That's how this motherfucker made it to the island.
Man, that's convoluted. Okay, but I already found the hole in it. So what you're saying is there was no trans people that ever existed, according to the Well of Souls. Now, before this, so anyone in the 70s who felt that way, anyone in the 10s, anyone in the 1800s that felt that way, nope, they didn't count. Only modern era people count.
But the problem is the fact that Amazonians, I think there's two different storylines. One was they were either created from clay or they were created from Aphrodite, and they were meant to be set aside from the world of man to be a pure race of warriors to keep the earth safe. That is what Themyscira eventually was called. It doesn't matter if you're a man or transgender or not. They doesn't exist in that concept.
Right.
Because they're either clay or created by a deity. So they are technically a pure race. It doesn't matter the gender because they're set there as heroes to protect. They don't give a fuck who they F. They don't care. It makes no sense. And the fact that you only called her BIA, B-I-A, that's the name you came up with? Black inclusive of African, that's the only one I can come up with. Like, was it short for biatch? Like what what's wrong with you?
When I saw Bia, I thought it was short for Nubia. And I didn't know that. Okay, thank you for clarifying.
But did you also see the person who created this and how anyone, even of the same, let's say the same minority or whatever, criticizes it and doesn't like it? She's blasting them on Twitter.
No, I didn't see where. No.
Oh, she literally said, "I feel sorry for my fellow." No, I feel sorry for my fellow NEG RO word, and literally putting that up there. I'm gonna spell it. I'm sorry, I don't want to cross any lines. But she literally put that and retweeted the video that the person did.
I gotta check this one out on Twitter.
Dude, it's some wild shit. DC stands for Dying Comics.
I agree with that, man. I like that. Dying Comics.
And I'm sitting there being like,
wow. What's this individual's? Let me see.
I'm trying to find it right now. Where is it?
Oh no, I think I found her. Oh, it's Vita Ayala.
Yeah.
Of course, it's fucking Vita Ayala.
No, but look at the artwork of her. Look at how Bia looks.
You talking about this?
Look at the artwork. Yeah, look at the art. Look at Bia. That's Bia. Look at how bad the artwork is. Look at they even look like men. Like look at the faces. Look at the one on the left too. Look at look at it.
Yeah. Good old Vita Ayala. Of course it's her. If you don't know her, she drew I don't know if she drew. I don't know if she's an artist or writer. But if you guys saw that Children of the Atom with the black trans lesbian.
Oh yeah, I seen that with all the fake iterations of the X-Men, and they were all
gender
God.
swapped and race swapped and all that other stuff.
And they were all dating each other and oh my gosh, that shit was whack as fuck.
That's her.
And whatever it was maybe it wasn't Vita, but it was whoever her name is, the one who created the Stacy, the check mark, and like they're like you're saying you're supposed to be inclusive, and you're saying you're proud of this character. Yet you're attacking people as anything the opposite opinion of why they don't like it, even one from your own minority. And like you're defeating your whole purpose. And you even now you came and stand your ground and be like, okay, I respect your opinion, even if it's of your own minority. That's what the problem is too with this thing.
Well, I mean, I've talked about that on my channel, how they always, want people to attack their own minority if you get out of line. But my question really is like, and this is a question that I think people genuinely have with the LGBTQ allies, particularly the T allies who are also feminists. So like by taking this character,
right,
who is not a man or not a woman, well, I'm sorry, I don't want to screw anything up, who was biologically at least at the time of death, according to the story, was a man, and making him a woman. What are you saying about the female characters that exist, and what are you saying about the like whole point of Themyscira as an island?
But what they're saying is that only men are worthwhile enough to be an Amazon.
Yeah, they're saying men are better. Yeah, they're saying men are better women than women.
Better Amazonians. That's funny. Am I wrong on assuming what that's?
Nah, you're right, man.
Even realizing it?
Nah, it just sounds funny coming out.
Didn't she just turf her own self, pretty much?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's really what's confusing to me, man.
Yeah, that's funny as shit, man. I mean, when you put it like that, it made me think, and I was like, that's why I started laughing. I was like, this is some real shit. It's funny as fuck, man. Like, it's funny. They don't know how much they damage the yeah, or I mean, even the way they look logically when someone like we're sitting here and we're thinking about this, and we're like, how does this work? And that's why I'm starting to laugh, because just by us putting our heads together and just coming right off the cuff thinking about what this is, dog, this shit sounds crazy as shit. It sounds funny, man. It's like I can't believe these people would take it this far. So basically, they did what they took George Perez's idea and they just twisted it for their own, for their own cause, or to champion some shit. And I'm like, come on, man. So it's like they're ruining how it all works.
You know what else? It's like you guys didn't learn shit from that fucking from Kibblesmith. Was it New Warriors, Safe Place, Safe Space, and Snowflake. It's like, yo, like if indeed I was a part of this, the community, the LGBTQ community, I would feel like offended. Like this is pandering at best, and probably stereotypical at worst. Like I don't get this, man. I don't get this.
Yes, it was the person who was calling them out was Steph. Leave a message to Steph. I will. I don't know if you ever heard of that. That account, whysteph.com. Yeah, but she was like, that was the one checkmark I saw, and she was actually promoting it, something like that. But then anyone who was critical of it, she's retweeting it and shaming them. Like you have to agree with everything, even if you're the same skin color. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, Hive
What's
Mind.
wrong with you?
Hive Mind. Is there more? Let me see if there's more panels.
I'm trying to find where it is, and I'm like,
oh, this is the Steph lady that you're talking about. That's
I'm trying to find the retweet where she literally just like. The artwork is bad.
I love this. If you've read Nubia and Amazon, the answer to your burning question is yes. There are trans Amazons. The newest Amazon is a black trans woman.
Trans Ams? We all know what Trans Ams are.
Yeah, I used to have a trans.
They're cars. They're not. God damn it.
Themyscira is a place for all women. You bigots.
But you just said a man's the only one who can get through the well of souls to become an Amazon. Where's the... You just defeated your own argument with the whole storyline.
Yeah, Baron Norman tag. George Perez is a kick-ass artist. Yeah, I have a few. George Perez autograph comics. Him and Marv Wolfman. Yeah, they're fucking awesome. They've given up on selling comic books, Baron, says Zax. And Pat S says, hell, Adega Outlaw. What's up, Adega? What's good, man? Adega Outlaw's in the house, man. Great to have you here, bro. It's been a minute.
All these people in the comments.
There it is. There it is. There, I found it. We're gonna share this
welcome
shit.
to the Primetime King.
Yeah.
Please share and subscribe. Thank you, Pat S.
This shit right here. This is the shit that bothers me.
Oh shit. Switch it off to this. All right, let me
Yeah.
This is look at Vita. It is truly wild to me that I have mutuals with folks who post hate group videos about me, but here we are. Being critical about your comic is not a hate group, and that is definitely not. You see? Look at this shit.
Shout out to Wes from Thinking Critical, by the way.
But look at this. Look who he's at. Look who all inclusive is outing.
Mm.
And then you go down, and it's like it's like you people are nuts. And it's like I have multiple creators come out like, no, you don't get to do stuff like that. You target people and you're saying you're inclusive. If you can't handle criticism, don't write a fucking comic book. Don't write
You're not
anything.
supposed to criticize. You're just supposed to blindly like and tell them how great they are and buy their stuff. And if you don't, it's because of your bigotry. You bigot.
I want to see this because I want to see what's going on here.
You know, it was funny. I've been watching Vigilante for the last week. Call everybody a bigot.
Yeah, that's my new thing. Is bigot.
I know. I love it, man. That's why every time you say it, it's funny because I just hear every video that you do. You calling somebody something. I say, "Oh, Vigilante."
That's my new
there
gimmick.
You go again. There you go again.
As somebody point out, it's a fun word to say. I get why they just scream it all the time.
See, look at this. Look at it. Look at that. That bothers me. You're baffling. What? Just because you're the same skin color doesn't mean they have to agree with everything you freaking say.
Yes,
when you're literally doing the opposite of what you're saying right now. I hate that crap.
Speaking of which, hell, Makini draws. I appreciate you being here, bro.
Oh, Makini, what's up? What? Hell to the Primetime Kings. What's up, man? Good to have you here, man. My boy.
Look at that. I'm blocked by Mutant Musings for some strange fucking reason. I've never even talked to you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah, I haven't earned a block from someone I've never met before.
Oh, Heather Antos blocked me day one when I mocked her sleeping at the desk over a Starbucks coffee.
Sheesh, I would have mocked her over all the sperm she swallowed.
I got blocked by that actor, the Discovery doctor, right away for being a respectful reply. He blocked me in 5 minutes. It took Tom from Midnight's Edge forever. I got blocked in 5 minutes for being respectable. I guess it was because I was white. Oh, there it is. Yes.
I don't know if they knew. They just, but then again, they assume everybody with an avatar that disagrees with them is like a 50-year-old white male from Alabama.
Yeah, I've noticed one thing with check marks, and not all check marks are the same, but all check marks pretty much when it comes to this kind of stuff are just one giant circle jerk.
Mm-hmm.
But now you can do it because technically, never mind. I'm going to finish that. It's like you can't even respect another person's opinion. Not everyone's going to like everything. But don't say they have to because you think they should.
Here's one thing.
What's up?
Like, okay, I get that there is a lot of like, I don't know what do you call these people who are on Twitter who are yes Queen Slay but don't buy comics? Like, what's the best word for them? Fake fans, whatever.
Actually, it's more like opportunists, man. For the simple fact that when they could be anything that they're not involved with, but when they hear something that remotely happens within the realm of what they fuck with, they turn to just jump into something, and that's what makes them look like fools sometimes because they jump into shit that they're not involved with, so they don't know the lore, they don't know the history, they don't know shit. They're just trying to be behind the cause that's being championed against what the hell the situation is. And it is stupid being broke down by people that know better, and they just showing up to the party just because of what the situation is, but they were never a fan of anything to begin with.
But I guess my question is like, you don't have to keep catering to them in everything you do. And we see we talked about it earlier. She-Hulk, they're reversing course because they know more eyes are going to be on it. They know people are actually going to be paying attention. They're like, shit, we can't sell fucking Abby Smash to like mainstream normies. We need to make her hot again, and that's what they do. They bring She-Hulk back. So if you can do that,
that's a shocker.
It is a shocker, but like I know it's a different company, DC, Marvel, but sometimes it's not a different company. The way they act, but you should be able to recognize, like, you know what, we don't got to we don't have to make a trans. Fuck it, you already made by Superman. You could be done, but that's not the point. The point is to make sure every member of the trilogy has a woke counterpart. That's literally the point. If you notice that now, there's a bi Superman, a trans Amazon, and there's technically, if you go off of Batwoman, which I know in the comics, I don't think he's gay. Maybe they made him, but there's a black gay Batwing.
Well, I tell you what, you can take it a step further. You know how they have a DC fandom that just passed.
It was just dumb.
DC fandom. Oh man, that was a hot piece of shit right there, man.
It was not as good as last year. I covered some of it.
It was crazy. It was like a lot of people all about there.
It was literally the same stuff from last year. All of it. Everything that was relevant all came out last year. And then it was a bunch of bullshit otherwise.
Man, you know that they have the new Batgirl. I know you guys seen her, right?
I didn't see anything. I didn't see everything from Fandom, but I've seen her before. You talking about the new girl they got playing Batgirl?
Yeah, they have this new light skinned chick. She's cute girl. She's gonna play Batgirl, but they were talking about it. Just came out, and I'm not sure if I threw it on the DMs or not for the Primetime Kings, but there was a story that came out maybe about 2 or 3 days ago, stating that there's a character that's being casted for the movie. You wouldn't even believe what the character is and what's going on. What would you think it is? Guess.
Man, I'm interested to guess. Is the LGBTQ polka dot man?
Yeah, I mean you're on the right track.
Oh no, I didn't want to be. So the cast is somebody, and they've probably gayified them. Gay Batman?
No, it's a trans character that they created for the last Batgirl comic that came out. The last Batgirl comic that came out, it ended like maybe 5-6 months ago.
Is the one where they worked for
the
a protest group?
In the last issue, it was like Antifa Batgirl or whatever the fuck. In the last episode, the last issue 50, was the introduction of Ryan Wilder
from Batgirl,
Batwoman, the black Batwoman, into continuity in comics. So basically, but in that run of Batgirl, they were doing all kind of SJW ass shit to Batgirl. So she stopped even being Batgirl about it. I don't know, some real stupid shit. She ends up having a trans friend, and that's going to be they're casting for that character now for the new Batgirl movie. So that's how Batgirl gets her representation in. Her representation in with the community is they're going to sit there and cast the character from that failed comic book that ended with Ryan Wilder, a couple months ago. They're going to take a character out of there and put her in the movie. So, it's going to be
nice, man. Nice and watchable. I'm glad for it. I can't, congrats to them. Just change every character, make them all trans, give them all trans friends, make it one big, trans LGBTQ festival. That's fine. I'm not going to watch. But you know what? More power to you. If that's what you want to do, we're powerless to stop you. You can just keep doing it. You can make all women islands have trans people. Matter of fact, make all the Themyscirians, make all the Amazons trans men. Stop being bigots. You're not going far enough. There's not enough trans representation and LGBTQ representation and race swaps. Do more. You got She-Hulk. You bigots, you changed her back. Make her orange and purple because green is oppressive and white supremacy. Just go batshit.
She's actually red right now.
Is she red? They made a red sheet, y'all? I know they got.
Yeah, right. Matter of fact, she's red. Like if you pull up, you put red She-Hulk, then you're gonna see her. Yeah.
Is she Abby Smash She-Hulk?
Yeah, check it out. It's what's popping right now. So she's supposed to turn from that back into fine She-Hulk.
Okay, and actually, I'll bring it up when I get it up. You said. Let's see. Oh my God!
Yeah,
you guys got to see this shit. It looks like a devil, but this is
it's a really angry one with the red cover, right? Yeah, that freaking one. Before that, we had the one with it looked like yep.
Oh,
that's the one. That's
shit.
Look at the one behind though. The one behind is Red She-Hulk. Yes.
Yeah.
That one there is
Satan?
Krampus. No, it's Krampus.
Yeah. So, okay. This is what we want. This is what we've been getting.
Here, hold on. I got something quickly. I got something quickly. I got it. Just take your time. Take your time. I gotta get it.
Yeah, look. What's up, boy? Look at that.
Yeah. This is she. And she does look like the actress. I need to.
Yeah, she does, man. She does.
They are definitely going in for that likeness of the actress. I can show you her face.
Hold on.
Hey, look at my ex on her monthly.
oh
shit, Darth Haster, you're funny as shit.
Hold on, I can sum it up because
that's how you beat this. Take the narrative and choke them with it. There you go, Zax.
We had this before this, and I can sum it up right.
Yeah, see, yeah, you there you go. That does kind of favor her, man.
Yeah.
Share the screen for a quick second. I got something that can sum up all of this pretty quick.
Yeah, you can share it.
Yeah, she's so.
All right, let's go right.
Oh, look at Darth Hat says that look good. He said he'll put a thing in a.
Listen, the new She-Hulk that look the new She-Hulk. New She-Hulk, it looks like the old She-Hulk. I'm a fan of. I'm glad they went back to it because She-Hulk's an interesting character. You can really do a lot with this character if you really want to. It could be a real.
You ready?
Fat Steven dies.
Everyone remembers this. Yeah. Remember this? Remember this? Remember when we had that?
Oh man.
Wow. Let's keep watching. Remember when I did this, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, wait. Yeah. It's so weird recording this with the voice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hell, you know what? Hold on. Wait. Go back.
Hold on. Because this conversation's been going on for almost a year now. Look at John. We got John Byrne.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Byrne, right?
So good.
Yo. Who's that whispering, man? What the fuck
That's
going on?
me. That's me. This is the video I made. Just watch. It's part of the comedy.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Rub on it like that, girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like it when you do it like
that. Yeah.
Oh damn, that's a good one.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Wow.
No.
No. Oh God, no.
Oh shit.
No. What the fuck? Oh.
Remember, I did that. And that was the whole pretense of the joke.
Damn, look at her. Look at old school. In that corner. What the fuck was she doing?
Remember, we got fucking that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But
they got rid of that. Death by Snoo, yeah.
Snoo.
I ain't Snoo. It's
that was the Marvel.
Marvel Illustrated. Yeah, Marvel Illustrated. Oh. I got that issue. I don't have no sensational She-Hulks. I'm all about the Savage. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. You know that picture right there. Hold on. You know the one. Farthest to the left, close to the vigilante, right there. Now you see how she looks like that. Even then, I would have taken her looking like that. That's probably as far as she should have went. As far as like being muscular as fuck, like that last picture. But even then, she still has her feminine qualities to where it's like, okay, I could take that and not even complain.
Yeah. And you want to know something else? I was going back to the Abby thing.
Right.
If you remember, like they talk about, oh, this is a realistic body when it isn't. Like there are muscular women, and like that's not how Abby is not how muscular women look. The She-Hulk that stopped Steven's nut, that's not how masculine women look. It's closer to this, where they might have some arm development, but they still have curves and shit like that. Or if you guys remember the model that they used for Abby, she looked way more like a woman than the actual character that they came up with. So, like, you can have even the physique that they're using, they're going back to, which is a little bit more classic. She still has musculature, which makes sense, but like she still looks like a woman. Like there are women that have muscles. They're not drawing women; they're drawing men, and they're just drawing like long hair on them and calling them women. Like they're men.
Yeah, you can tell. Like if you looked at the rest of the picture, she probably would have been looking pretty good. Plus, she got that old school. Like if you look at the hair she had, that was an old school like an 80s,
yeah, the 80s.
Late 70s haircut. Yeah, it's like a Farrah Fawcett kind of haircut, man.
Yeah.
When she was fucking doing Charlie's Angels and shit like that. Yeah, man. So it was cool. I like that, man. You know, and like I said, I'll take her but that right there that we're looking at on the screen.
There's nothing feminine about that body at all. Obviously, you got the Abby smash on the head, but look at the body. That's not a female's body. The artist that drew this did not draw this thinking like they may have known as She-Hulk, but it's not a female's body.
Well, what it is from this was from like a couple months ago. She turned from this to being big like this, but red, but she has like, she's all red and she has like blonde hair, which is long and like braided up or whatever. And that's and she's supposed to go from whatever the storyline that they're going with. She's a part of the Avengers that's being written by Brian Michael Bendis right now. Yeah,
okay,
Brian Michael Bendis is writing the Avengers right now, and that's the storyline that they're in with her being big and red. So you could pull up. I know you. I
got it on the screen. If you it should be. Oh no, it didn't share. What the hell happened? Now it's sharing. I don't know what happened a second ago. So yeah, you should be able to see. I got the one you're talking about with the blonde hair. Here we go.
That's it.
Nice.
That's She-Hulk right now.
No, it's not.
So something happened to her, to where something controls her.
World War She-Hulk.
Yeah, World War She-Hulk.
I'm glad they're not keep consistently reusing all their old storylines. That would be awkward.
Man, but look at those arms, dude. Hey, look at that shit.
I will never be able to achieve a body like this ever. There's no amount of work.
Hands.
Damn.
Bro, I can't lie. This is Jim motivation, motherfucker, right?
Oh man,
motherfucker's jacked. This is Jim
motivation. That's She-Orc.
Basically. Oh, don't be racist, Baron.
Look, it's coming. Do not come.
It'd be hard for me to. But you know, they're saying nope, and they're going back to this. It's either they went from this when it was nothing but Tumblr users on Twitter. And they're like, yeah, we'll give them this. But then when it's like, oh, it's real people, we want real money. It's like, whoop, right back to this.
Zax, I agree. He was stunning and beautiful and shaved.
Yeah, he's beautiful. He's Jim motivation. I can't lie, man.
This is She-Hulk at the GameStop. This is it, ma'am, Hulk.
It's man, yeah. Now this is
She-Hulk.
This is She-Hulk on the D line of this is She-Hulk in a Pro Bowl. This is a Pro Bowl D lineman as She-Hulk.
Somebody is coming. That motherfucker's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, you look at the top. Yeah.
Oh, it's Winter Hulk is coming.
Oh, for like the Winter Soldier, the Winter Hulk. Like, yo, look at that. Nah, think about it. What's that shit on the leg? You got like a little pack, like what's that? Like it's like a snack in that motherfucker. Yeah, right there by the kneecap. You got the little.
No. We have steroids in here. These are steroids.
You got like a little snack.
That's her Twinkie bag.
Yeah, that's a snack pack.
That's where strawberry Pop-Tarts are.
Yeah, there you go.
With the strawberry shit.
Yeah, them strawberry shits. There's strawberry Pop-Tarts and this motherfucker. There's some steroids in the other one, Twinkie in the back, and of course a tampon for a feminine, when it's that time of the month. I'm sorry. You all needed that imagery. You all needed it. Enjoy it. Or enjoy this. Again, this is gone. Which I love them reversing course. I love them saying, "Oh shit, real people are going to watch this. We have to actually get what did you say? Sorry, midnight. Didn't mean to be racist to the poor orcs. Make a donation to Middle Earth after the show.
There you go, Bear, my man.
But yeah,
Strawberry Coke.
I hate that horse name.
Yeah, that's the She-Hulk that ate too many fucking strawberry Pop-Tarts.
This is why there's a lawsuit. You eat too many damn strawberry Pop-Tarts, you end up like a red demon looking thing.
Man, but damn. Yeah, so that's so basically what's gonna happen between now and January. She-Hulk goes from this back to that. Yeah, that's I don't know how. Now, if the story's good, I'll look into it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's to see how the fuck she overcomes whatever the fuck it is to become like this again. Yeah, I'd okay. Well, but I'll tell you like this, man. We can move on to something else. What bothers me is coming in January. What are we gonna get now that She-Hulk's supposed to be back to her, her old self, back being a lawyer, overcoming her demons of being that big red motherfucker we just saw. Now, what is it gonna be written to be woke, or are these people gonna come in? You already turned She-Hulk back to her old self. Are we gonna get some good writing, or are we gonna get some woke shit? But with her being back to her old look, looking like her old self and being a lawyer. Now it's woke.
Probably a mix. They'll never give up their agenda, but there are people in these companies smart enough to say we gotta tone it down. So you'll probably get some agenda, but it'll be toned down from what it may have been otherwise. And it'll whatever they do in the comics and whatever they do, I'm not sure if they got any animation coming. It's probably going to be lockstep in line with the show. They're finally, even though it took them, the entirety of the MCU, but it looks like they're finally going to start trying to, now that they're pushing all their woke female characters,
right?
They're going to try to keep the comics and everything more in line with the movies. That's my prediction.
Well, they also going to come in. I keep hearing about A-Force, man. So when you got Brie Larson, you have She-Hulk, you have Wasp, you have Scarlet Witch. Agatha Harkness,
Marvel's Katie.
Yeah, and then you got Miss Marvel. You got Monica Rambeau from the black chick from the WandaVision show.
You still technically got Gwyneth Paltrow as
and then you got female Thor.
Yep.
That's
what they're setting up as A-Force. That's the next big. Avengers is going to be A-Force.
Right. So I mean, I now that you're starting to see all these female characters come into play, I can't see them not being a team.
It's the whole point. That's what they're setting up. That's literally what they're setting up.
Though without sex appeal, let's look at how Black Widow has faltered to something that was just a really, the last Black Widow. So that if they came and get the appeal right, no one's gonna want to watch it. The people are overdrawn. All they have left is sex appeal when it comes to superhero films, in my opinion. They're not going to deliver even a little bit of it. Disney's going to flop on this stuff. They're done. They need to take a break from superhero shit. They really
absolutely. I think outside of the wokeness, outside of the garbage, I think we could use a little less superhero. Yeah, Badass Ironheart is also coming as well.
Oh yeah, and of course, man. Of course. Yep. Oh, and America Chavez in the Doctor Strange.
Look at Ms. Marvel. The new one, they changed her too. She's no longer stretching. She's shooting energy projected. So now Ms. Marvel just fists enemies away. Fisting. All she does is fist people.
Yeah, so basically she doesn't stretch like Mr. Fantastic. Her powers are more based like a Green Lantern.
She's the fister.
Isn't it interesting that they're changing all these characters before they present them to a wider audience? It's like they had no problem giving like their hardcore fans like the wokest of woke garbage, and they're still going to toss woke garbage out there. Don't mistake me, but they're definitely trying to make these characters more palatable. Like with Miss Marvel, they're changing her powers, and it's like a mass scramble right before these shows come out too. To change all these damn characters they got shows for.
Well, I heard that Miss Marvel did horrible during the test screenings.
I'm sure it did.
To the point that they had to redo it. They say the actress that they casted is pure shit. And so basically they have to do a lot of reshoots, switch a lot of things around, and I think it just looked real ridiculous with her having the stretchy powers. So basically, she's gonna be getting like this bracelet or something that's gonna give her the powers of Green Lantern, which basically is like Shang-Chi, but instead of having 10 of them motherfuckers, you got one. So
They're probably Jesus Christ.
it's fucked up, man.
They're probably gonna change that origin in the comics as well. They're probably gonna give her a bracelet instead. I mean, this Marvel.
Oh, my bad. No, I was gonna say it's fucked up how they presented Ms. Marvel to everybody for for the last 5 or so 7 years, and basically you don't have enough faith in her to present her as the big hand stretchy motherfucker. You got to come with a new power for the TV show. That says a lot, man. You don't even have faith in your own character's ability that you make a show for. You have to change the power set altogether. What does that say, man?
Well, hey, they don't got faith in this either, because if they were going to be accurate to the comic and accurate to where She-Hulk is now, this would be She-Hulk. They don't have faith. They taught all that woke shit for clout and for points on Twitter, so people like Steph can talk them up and talk how great they are. But when it comes to nut cutting time, when it comes to actually making money, it comes to presenting this shit to like normies, they're not. Disney, as evil as they are, they're not stupid. So they understand that like there's no point in even financing the show if you're gonna have She-Hulk looking like this. And then after you do a test screening and I already knew those stretchy powers were not gonna look good. But you just don't. They're not gonna translate on the TV. And once you do a test screening, you're like, all right, it's time to revamp Miss Marvel, because they never believed in these characters. That was never the point of these characters. These characters never, ever, 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 ever were there like every other character was to sell comics. They were only there to be virtue signals. And now that it's actually time to sell something, it's time to present something to a wider audience, that virtue signaling shit is getting dialed back, because there are people investing in these companies that still want to make money, and they're just like, listen, I get it, agenda, but we gotta tone this shit down. And that's what's happening. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It's good to finally see them recognize, that we just want good shit. But the bad thing is, it's not like they're not gonna get rid of all of it, and they're still gonna fuck with us, because they're still we still have Nubia. They're still going to virtue signal. They're just not gonna they're gonna try to balance out their virtue signaling with trying to get money. That's what this is. A balance of that. So we will see what's going on. I'm again happy to see a return to the classic She-Hulk look, but we will see. We will see if we'll actually get good stuff, because I'm still skeptical on that. So we will see. Let's see. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, there's all kind of shit, man, going on right now, man. See.
But I mean, does it count as a victory that they're redoing She-Hulk? Would you count that as a I don't know if that's kind of where I was getting. I don't necessarily count this as a victory. I just count this as like they want money, so they got to get money. And I really wish, and maybe this is going to be the start of the toning down of wokeness. I can see Hollywood starting to tone down wokeness just because they need some money. I don't think they'll ever get rid of it. I think there's too many people invested in it. But I think there's something else that made me think that. What else happened where it seems like they were going back the other way in pop culture? I can't think of it. It was something kind of big the past few days that showed that maybe they'll be taking the other way, or at least not going hard the other way, but pushing back a little bit.
Right.
Because I do think Hollywood is getting the message somewhat, not totally, because they're the idea lost, but I do think they're starting to feel a little like they've overstepped their bounds. And maybe I'm projecting. I don't know.
No, you good. Like I said, what's up to
that's
Jace
what it
Fox?
Was. Hell, Jace Fox. But yeah, did you hear about the Eternals? And I don't know if you have that in your
I threw an Eternals in there. You talking about what the director said?
Yeah, that was the thing I'm talking about. It was like not necessarily needing the gay family, I believe it is.
Yeah, you know, it was like, you know, and that's the thing. It's like saying, hey, there's no point in including them like that in the movie if the audience is not feeling it. And I'm like, well, damn, but you did it anyway. And so it's like, how would you know if you didn't ask the audience what they wanted or didn't want?
So
Didn't the test screenings of Eternals flop like shit too?
Yeah, I heard it did.
That's probably why she's saying this. Maybe they weren't feeling it. And this is what I mean. They're starting to actually. There are individuals, not all of them, but they're starting to get the message that, oh, this doesn't work. And listen, again, Eternals. I don't think this is going to be terrible because there's a gay fast host. I think this is going to be terrible because it's a terrible fucking. It has nothing to do with the Eternals. It looks stupid. It doesn't really make sense in canon. I mean, it's just. I don't want to see this movie. I have no desire to see this movie. I think this is going to be the biggest flop of the year. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, Eternals director.
You want to know what the issue is with all this stuff? It's just plain and simple. Now, you know, I'm be straight up. You know, I got family and know folks that are bi, trans, gay, lesbian. None of that stuff is an issue. That's something that I've seen and been around my whole life. But what it is that a lot of things are being turned and changed and twisted to bring that out more in things, you know, with things that were never that way. So it's like it's you know, when the forced representation comes and you know, we have to sit there and deal with that shit. And you know, after all this time, I've been fucking dealing with Tim Drake since the beginning. Now Tim Drake is a certain way. You know, I had fucking Jonathan Kent's first appearance, and I love him with, you know, with Damon when they did Super Sons and all this shit. Now
a lot of people love that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great fucking comic book, and it brought a lot of people back to Superman, and it brought people back to a fun time of just reading comics, and it's like all that was taken away, you know, with all this shit. And it's like, come on, man. It's like, you know, you know, and it's funny because, well, it's not funny, but it's like, ironically, you know, what happens is we end up having an issue with, you know, the community when it's not really even them. It's the powers that be that have the you know, the ability to make these changes. And, you know, they're going in such a way with it that it makes everybody, you know, tend to point the finger at the LGBT community because, you know, they're the ones that are being represented in all the changes. And I mean, it doesn't make it fair when we lash out at, you know, I'm just being honest. Like, it's not.
You're right. I've talked about this.
Yeah, it doesn't make it fair to lash out to them. But the thing is we have to stand up and say, hey, you know, a lot of things could be created, a lot of things could be put out there that doesn't. I'll give you an example. Supergirl, the TV show that's being ended, that's been going on for the last few years. They created a trans superhero, and they actually made that trans superhero from the TV show a real superhero in canon in the DC universe in comic books. And they actually had the actress participate in a story that was part of Pride Month for the character. And like I said, the character was made up just for the show, and this actress played it. And you know, they asked the actress to be a part of the comic book when they made the character canon to represent, you know, to put the character out there for the first time. Now, something like that, I'm cool with. Mm-hmm. Because this is, you know, it was a created. It wasn't turning nobody into anything. This character was exactly who this character was. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, there's no hate there. There's no okay. And then the fact that this person's putting out to make the comic book because that person actually lives that lifestyle or whatever they're trying to represent for the comic book. Okay, cool. You know, so so people have to understand, like, when we talk about this shit, we're not sitting here being haters, like we hate a community. Nah, because you know, the community that's my family.
Yeah,
that's my uncle. You know, that's a bunch of people in my family. So I don't hate nobody. I love them all.
Yeah.
But what it is the corporations that are putting this representation in our face and just changing everything behind it. It makes it hard.
It's not really representation. Because a lot of, like you said, a lot, and I've said this on my channel, like a lot of it is the quote unquote hashtag allies who speak for groups. And then you'll be mad. I could swear I said something similar a few days ago. I do chills daily. That's not a plug, but it's just, you know, my brain splattered.
No, you go ahead, plug.
But yeah, check out my show. It's gonna be one tomorrow. It's one every day. Video Winnings channel. Please, we're doing daily stuff, at least trying to. But I've said before, like, you know, I can see if you don't understand context, why you might look at this and just think, oh man, these motherfuckers, are they homophobic? Why are they bashing? Like, no. It has nothing to do with that. And just as much as, you know, a lot of this shit, they're not asking every person, LGBTQ individual, what they think before they do something. They're speaking for them, just like we were talking about with the Nubia thing. They're speaking for a race. They just tell you what it is. With Latinx, you're no longer whatever nationality you are. You're just Latinx. You're no longer Puerto Rican. You're just Latinx. It's just it's fuck your heritage. It's what we say. So a lot of it is not really coming from the groups per se. It's coming from individuals who claim to either represent the groups or individuals who claim to be allies. And really, it's just think tank bullshit for divisiveness. It's not. There's no one thinking about a good story. If they were thinking about good story, if they were thinking about good characters, I don't even know if the race swap or gender swap would be a thing if they were making good stuff. But because they're only doing it to, like when I say be a thing, I don't think it would be the end all be all. We wouldn't be getting as mad if they hadn't spent all this time using every race swap, every gender swap, to make a shitty product and then criticize us for not liking it. That's where the friction comes from. If you wanted to make a new character, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. Go ahead, man.
Like you just said though, like make a new character from the ground up. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you can make a good story. Because maybe we'll actually listen and watch if you make a good story with these characters. But that's not what y'all aim for. Y'all only aim for Twitter clouds. All right, I'm done with my rant. Done off my soapbox. Feel free.
No, you're good, man. It's you know, I was just sitting here thinking, like, man, you know, it's just you know, it's just unfortunate that it's went this far, and it's not just that kind of representation. It's whether it's diversity hire, whether it's you want to make fat superheroes, you know, to represent, you know, from body shaming and plus size and all this other shit. It's, you know, it's like we're getting hit from so many different. So if it's not a sexual orientation, it's a race deal, you got to turn from white to Asian or Hispanic or something like that. And if it ain't like a race swap, if it ain't like something sexual, if it's not a race swap, then it's a body positive thing. And if and then we're getting hit by all that shit all at once in the last few years. I mean, there's no letting up, man. It's still coming. And that's where it gets hard, man. And then sometimes it just sounds like, you know, we might be upset at everything, but that's not what it is. And I mean, I respect it. You know, look, we all represent the representation. We respect the diversity, but the way it's being done and the way it's being thrown in our face, you know, it's like it's being done in a big old fuck you to all of us.
Yeah.
And that's why we fight back, man.
Yeah. And Dark House, I don't know what that's what she said. I don't know what point that was in. I'm really good at the that's what she said thing. But yeah, you know, we've been talking a lot. Fast Steven, thoughts on any of this?
I am so done with pop culture. You have no goddamn idea. I just don't care anymore. That's the point. Like, I don't mind coming and talking about what's up. I just don't care. Like even Porkins, getting rid of Porkins because his body shaming. I don't care. Mainstream media. I'm at the point now. I don't have enough respect to even talk about it anymore because you know what? That's the way it's going. They've already dug their grave. It's already 6 feet under. Sure, we can debate and discuss. That's part of having friends and having panels. But at the end of the day, I don't give a rat's ass because you know why? They have turned my head away. whether it's a cover, a movie title, the characters, the possibility of seeing a great film, my head has been turned away, and I don't want to look back. It's the same reason why I don't turn on a TV anymore, because of news and shit. There's nothing to look at.
I can't disagree with that at all. And it's like, I think not only do you feel that, I feel like a lot of channels feel that way as well. Like, I think a lot of us feel that way. We're starting to just say, okay, that's why I said what I said earlier. You win, make them all gay, make them this. It's not my concern anymore.
Right.
There's nothing I can do. If you make something interesting out of this, I'll check it out. And you know what? Interesting fact to kind of coincide with this. I just released a poll. But they just came out with the community functions for small channels like mine. So I'm happy about that. All these different categories. The one, and it's only 18 votes. I ain't got that many subs, but it's just interesting. I said, what do you want more from the channel? More entertainment news, more culture war news, more interviews, none of the above or other. The one spot has no vote is entertainment news. Nobody so far who has voted wants more entertainment news. They don't really want to hear this shit anymore. And honestly, part of me asking this poll, because I really don't know if I want to talk about it. But if I have a funny angle, if I have something interesting to say, I'll talk about it.
Right.
But honestly, I mean this with no bullshit. I am legitimately more interested in what's going to happen to them strawberry Pop-Tarts than what's going to happen to the Eternals.
Right.
I promise you on everything I love. I promise you on everything I love. I mean that with no jokes. The outcome of that strawberry Pop-Tart lawsuit is way more important to me than what's going to happen with the Eternals, because I was never going to see this movie. There was no way in the world that I was ever going to go and see this. Even to see Salma Hayek still look good at 50.
Wow.
I have no interest in seeing this movie at all.
I do have to butt in because I do have to go for Florida. I don't want to thank you guys for having my time.
Oh, no, man.
Oh,
Shit,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone in the chat, take care. You guys take care.
Yeah,
Hey, you do the same, man. Have a good show over there, man.
Tell Lorena and Culture, right? Tell them both I say hi.
I shall. Take care.
Yeah, for real, man. Tell them I said what's up, man. Thank you, man.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Peace. Shout out to Fast Steven.
Yeah, man. Fast Steven. There you go, man. Great dude.
Appreciate it.
And I mean, I don't know, man. I was just thinking about what he said, man. I think a lot of this shit is kind of, it's kind of black pilling a lot of us. And
it white pills me to an extent because it does make me go back. It makes me go back.
It does. Yeah, it does. And that's why I'll sit there and go back and fuck with like Buck Rogers and Battlestar Galactica and $6 Million Man, shit like that. I mean, even look, I'm talking about even watching. Look, you ever thought about watching Romance in the Stone?
No, that I have not.
No. I'm just saying this. I'm just saying like something like that. I have the movie sitting right next to me, and I've been contemplating on like just really like sitting down and just really watching it. But it seems more interesting to watch like a Indiana Jones type motherfucker, trying to, find a fucking jewel and him and his chick got this fucking deal and they have this chemistry, all this old weird shit. And it's like I would rather watch that than the new Indiana Jones. And that's kind of bad, dude, when you'd rather, like Romance in the Stone was what it was, but I'd rather watch Romance in the Stone than this Indiana Jones 5.
That's another. After Indiana Jones 4, I was done with the franchise.
Right.
So I had no interest in watching this. And I knew this was going to be a train wreck. Before Harrison Ford got injured on this Indiana Jones 5, I said, this is going to be a train wreck. How do you expect an 80-year-old man who y'all almost killed once on fucking Star Wars, if you guys remember that? They literally almost killed Harrison Ford. It's something with these Hollywood sets.
Didn't he break his ankle? Yeah, man.
They had one of those doors in the Millennium Falcon.
I heard about that. Yeah,
they had a real fucking mechanical door instead of just having like a normal push-pull door, and it almost broke his leg. And it could have killed him had it captured him in a different spot. But they only caught his leg. And this guy's now in his 80s, and you want him to be Indiana Jones. How's that going to work? He's a fit.
Right.
Like, he's stupid for signing up for it, but y'all stupid for asking him. So, like, what did y'all expect? And then he gets hurt. And now y'all start hiring Antonio Banderas, and now y'all giving Phoebe Waller-Bridge an even bigger part. Nobody's gonna see this movie, man. I don't think Indiana Jones is gonna get one person to see it because the fourth already threw so many people off. that it's really all about the it's really only about the first three anyway. So how do you expect like to get that member berries dollar that you think? Just like with Ghostbusters, maybe I think a lot of us are going to watch it. I don't think. That's
Oh yeah,
gonna
I'm definitely going, man. I gotta see that, man. I gotta see how that goes down because I've heard a lot of good things, and then all the bad things I've heard about it were the people complaining about like member berries and giving the fans what they want. So basically, I guess it does a lot of fan service, and critics, the haters that are against that kind of shit, are the ones that are complaining. So it's kind of fucked up how that goes, man.
Yeah. Even though myself, something else I posted on the channel, I'm still a little skeptical on the Ghostbusters from a couple standpoints. One, I really like. There's a couple movies, Ghostbusters and RoboCop, that to me in the '80s should have never been franchises. They should have been one-off movies, and that's it. It just should have just been like
#1 was good, man.
RoboCop #1 and Ghostbusters #1. They should have just been it. And that's my actual. Even though the second one, Ghostbusters 2, I like a lot more than RoboCop 2, but like I think they should have just kept them both at one. And I don't really want to see remakes of these things. Even the remake of RoboCop 2014, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't. It was adequate. But it's like you didn't need it. It wasn't. It didn't fit. It wasn't really RoboCop. It wasn't even woke. It just was his own like sci-fi body horror thing. And it's like this is not really RoboCop. We should have just kept it at the first one. And so I feel something similar about this. And in regards to the member berries thing, as much as I love fan service, I'm not a big fan of products that aren't anything on their own. Where it's like, okay, all we are is a fan service vehicle. All we are is what's the first Star Wars I just talked about? Fucking The Force Awakens. All we are is The Force Awakens, where we're just remaking the first one. So I'm not a big fan of that. But I don't know that Afterlife will be that. I'm not sure. It might be fun. Paul Rudd is cool. It might be fun. I know a lot more people are excited about it than me. I know everyone else is more excited about it than me. And listen, I'm not saying Ghostbusters 2016 was it's something to watch either. That's
right. Well, you know what? I think as far as between like 2016 and this new one, Afterlife, I think I'd put my my eggs in the basket of Afterlife.
Compared to that one,
yeah. Even we haven't seen it. We don't know how bad it can be if it's bad at all. But even then, but even then, with what they're trying to do and the respect they're trying to give, I'm not sure if the execution is going to be what's needed in order for people to say, "Hey, Ghostbusters is back." But I think the way they're trying to approach it, and I don't think they're going to slam the old school Ghostbusters in there. I think they're going to let some shit fly with these kids, and all of a sudden, eventually, they're going to have to call in the big guys because they've already experienced that shit and come in to help in, at some point, probably in the third or fourth act of the movie. They're going to come in and do their thing and be a part of whatever. And I guess the part that Egon's going to have to play in this movie, and there is a part that his, that's going to be addressed to his character. It's gonna be good for everybody. It's gonna usher in a new age of Ghostbusters. A lot of people are kind of tripping because they got this wolf kid in there from Stranger Things, and just because of what Stranger Things is, and all kid, this whole big kid thing, with him actually being in this movie, it feels like a Stranger Things, but the Ghostbusters version.
Honestly, now that you mention it, first off, hell to Go-Go 13, aka Let's Go Brandon. Let's go Brandon, the animated wolf. But no.
What's up, man?
That's a good point. I didn't think of the Stranger Things angle. It does give a Stranger Things vibe. It seems a little bit more, a little less jaded, a little less dark than Stranger Things.
Right.
But there's a similar energy of having these kids discover all these supernatural elements.
Right. And that's what that's the thing that that's hitting a lot of people is they're seeing, they're like they're trying to
criticism.
Right. And then they're looking at the connection and like, you know what, I'm not really feeling that you're using the same guy, that same actor from a show that's more or less almost, and another thing too is like Stranger Things takes place in the 80s, and you're having a kid that's playing a role in the 80s play something that was famous in the 80s in today's time. So it just kind of like it kind of stinks and reeks of like 80s nostalgia from the Stranger Things aspect of this actor to Ghostbusters being a real, it was a hit, it was a phenomenon back in the 80s, and all of a sudden you got a kid that's trying to fake, he's trying to act in the 80s playing a role that was famous in the 80s. It's just weird, man. And people are looking at all that shit, and they're looking at the connection, and they're kind of taking a little out of it because of it. And that's what I've noticed about this.
I didn't even think of that angle. Now that you mentioned, that does make a lot of sense. And I'm gonna be honest, if we're talking about executives, if we're talking about the people who made the decision to make that movie,
right?
I guarantee you that was their thinking. I guarantee you they said, you know what? Stranger Things is huge. We can take this property, we can take somebody off of there and kind of use that connection and kind of use the nostalgia wave and make this money, because that goes back to what I was saying. They made Ghostbusters 2016 for agenda. They do certain things for agenda, but when it's time to actually make money, they're going to try to make money. They may, there might be some agenda jokes in this Ghostbuster, but at the end of the day, they're trying to make money. That's why they made it Stranger Things thing. So I think that criticism has validity, but at the end of the day, is it going to be good? Because all this aside, if you make something good, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But I definitely think that had a lot to do with this being greenlit. Now that you mentioned it, I didn't even consider that. But yeah, you're right. Wow. Wow, I didn't even consider that angle.
Yeah, that's the thing that people have been kind of tripping on when it comes to that, to the Ghostbusters and putting that actual actor in there. But the thing is, it's not Stranger Things, so it's like I just want to see the story for what it is and how it unfolds. And I know, and another thing that's hard is that actor, he has the same haircut, the same look, so it's like fuck, it's like now we just have to take in, is he acting the same that he does like in the show? Is he, even though he looks the same, he probably can't cut his hair or none of that shit because of the show.
Yeah.
But does he come off as being a new kid, or is he going to be strange, acting like the same character he was on the show, but now it's Ghostbusters and we're getting him basically playing that Stranger Things roles, but for another franchise. It's like, we don't get enough from the trailers to know if that's actually going to be what it is or not.
Yeah, and honestly, another thing is like, man, certain actors, it's like, how many movies did Michael Cera play the same character in? So even if that's not what they're intending to do, certain actors only have, I don't know this kid's acting range. I'm not a thespian expert, but certain guys can only play one character. You know what I mean? And so if he is one of those type of actors, even if he's not trying to do the Stranger Things thing, that might be where it comes off. And what is Makini Draw talking to me? He says VW. I think the most important, regardless of his hits, similar beats to Stranger Things, what's more important is that's what I was saying, is the film going to be good. I think it'd be better than 2016 by miles, but that means nothing. Because a lot of stuff that's better than Ghostbusters 2016 is still trash, garbage. But yeah, that's what I agree with as well. No matter what, is this going to be good? That's the bottom line. Is it going to be good? I definitely, and I wasn't saying that to knock it. I'm just telling you, like, that's why the execs made this. That's why we got this. Why didn't they do it another woke Ghostbusters? Because somebody in the executive office thought of Stranger Things, and that's why this movie is what it is. That's why it features the kids. I definitely think Stranger Things got this movie greenlit, and we'll find out if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Is it come out next week, right? Or the week after? It's coming out soon. I don't know when, but we'll find out when it comes out. We'll find out if we get a good product out of it. Yeah, root canal is better than Ghostbusters 2016. Every video you've ever seen on YouTube is better than Ghostbusters 2016. Every single one. Right. Even ones you hate, even ones you dislike and watch 5 seconds of, they're still better than 2016 Ghostbusters. Or do you need to see? Was it Christian Wiig licking the damn Ghostbusters?
I see. I remember that picture. And like I said, the one part that pissed a lot of people off was the director's cut of the movie.
That was a
where
director's cut?
yeah, they did have a director's cut. So this part was cut out of the actual theatrical version. They have Bill Murray in there, right?
Oh shit, he did a cameo for this
Yeah,
thing?
he did a cameo. So he did a cameo, and actually, you could probably, well, I don't know, man. All right,
Yeah, you got 2 strikes, right? I don't want
yeah,
to.
yeah. I mean, but you could probably see a little picture or whatever that he's in there. So he did a cameo, and a ghost throws him out the window, out of a 2nd-story window, and he dies.
Wow.
Leslie Jones, is that her name?
Yeah, I think Leslie Jones.
She looks out the window, and this is what she says. She says, well, he wasn't even Ghostbusters material anyway.
Wow.
And he's the original Ghostbuster. So when you can actually probably pull up that part where after he gets thrown out the window, she says that one line. You can actually, I don't think they'll do anything for that, but she said, well, he wasn't real Ghostbusters material to begin with, or anyway, or something like that.
It's your channel, bro. If you're down the channel, I feel bad. But one thing I think, fuck it. Okay, here's my question about that, and I love Bill Murray to pieces, right? Why did he do that? Because he's somebody. Well, if especially when it comes to Ghostbusters, he held up Ghostbusters 3 from even happening.
Right. Well, the thing is, I heard that he did a movie with Harold Ramis after Ghostbusters. Mm-hmm. Not sure if it was Groundhogs. I can't remember what fucking movie he did after Ghostbusters, but Harold Ramis directed it. He was an actor, and they fell out from there.
Okay.
And Harold Ramis wrote the script for Ghostbusters. He's Egon.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure. I heard they were never the same after that. And I'm not sure if that was a part of him not being a part of the actual movie, even though he did voice acting for the Ghostbusters video game.
Yeah, he did do the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and the script was written by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis.
Okay.
So it says something that he did the voiceover for the game, but as far as him actually physically doing a movie, he never did until now.
Yeah, he didn't want to.
So I don't know what the fuck changed or who talked him into it or what happened, but that's just what it is, man. It's fucked up, but
it is fucked up. And Pat Ash, you said they paid him $150K for 2 days' work, but like he would have made so much more money doing Ghostbusters 3 in 2005 than the $150K for 2 days' work. You know what I mean? Or whatever they do it, or whatever when he was still alive. When
and Baron.
It's a story. They were best friends that had a big fallout, so that was the reason.
Yeah, and the reason was. Yeah, and I heard it was over it was with the movie that whatever movie I can't. And it's funny because I saw it like 2 or 3 days ago. What movie it was? Right now I can't even think. They did a movie. I think it was back in the 80s or early 90s or whatever. They did a movie and
must have been Groundhog Day.
No. It had to be somewhere in the 90s because after Ghostbusters 2 they were still cool. So it was somewhere in the after Ghostbusters 2 in the early 90s they did a movie and everything went to shit.
You're right. I just looked it up. According to cheatsheet.com and a few other sites, it looks like Groundhog Day was the movie that.
It was the movie that Harold Ramis directed and everything. Yeah. Okay, then I guess that's
the movie too. Wow. I love Bill Murray. I heard he can be difficult.
Yeah, I heard he's an asshole.
I have too. I heard he's a real weird motherfucker. I've heard all sorts of stories about my man Bill Murray. I heard some crazy shit like he went to a Wendy's and basically looked at somebody in the eye, took their food, and said nobody will ever believe you, and just walked off. And it's just like, what the fuck? It's a funny story, but it's also like, what the fuck? I heard he's difficult to people on set. I heard he's just one of those crazy motherfuckers. Right. Baron Ormantag is right. Bill Murray is an odd dude.
Right.
They probably called him a bigot. You bigot.
Right. Loose Cannon 84. What's good, man? Great to have you here. Evolution. Yeah, hell, Loose Cannon.
Evolution. I'm thinking of
Bill Murray's difficult at best. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Fruit Loop, man.
Yeah, man. There's all there's all kind of little shit that I I know about. I just don't really get a chance to talk about all this shit. But yeah, man, that's part of it, man. You should have seen that little part with Leslie Jones.
Oh, I
Man.
got it up.
You found that shit?
I think I did. Hold on.
Yeah, he goes out the window and he's dead, and she looks out the window and just says that one line.
This is a 3-minute clip, so I don't want to play the whole thing. Let me see if I can find the actual moment. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I think I got the last part. I'm about to share it.
He said, "You guys seen Evolution?" Yeah, I remember Evolution. That was Evolution. If I'm not mistaken, that was like 2000, 2001. I think it was around 2001. That was Evolution.
Right,
yeah,
so
with the big smiley face on there. Pat says, "Play it."
Well, okay. My reason for not wanting to play, I love 24/7. He has 2 copyright strikes. If I play this video and they strike it, we don't 24/7 doesn't have a channel. So I'm asking you with all that, because if you don't have a channel, I'm gonna feel guilty as fuck. Granted, there's a thundershare.net that I think that we got enough. But are you okay with me hitting play?
Yeah. I mean, shit. I mean, we can stop it every.
Okay, man. Here we go.
I didn't. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I know.
Casper.
All right. Hit the pause real quick. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Now, all right. So he got grabbed by the shoulders, throwing his ass out the window.
Yeah, you see how goofy they all look. Shout out to back.
Yeah, look at this dumbass. Now, then you get to hear what Leslie says.
Okay, let's play a little bit more of it.
Oh man.
Oh.
Hey, that man went out the wrong door.
Oh. All right. Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah, look at this stupid shit.
Yeah, see, Pat said, don't play it. That's what my thoughts were. I'm like, I would if the reverse was true.
All right. No. I mean, I think we're doing it pretty cool. We ain't burning this shit down. So, all right, hit it up. Let's see. Look. All right.
Oh my God.
All right. Yeah. All right. I think she's about to, because she just opened her mouth. So you about to hear this stupid ass shit real quick, and then I think this is what got a lot of people pissed.
Yeah. I mean, I see why it got cut, but I don't know why it got filmed.
God.
It wasn't really Ghostbusters material.
Oh, it was Christian Wiig who said that. It wasn't Leslie Jones. It was.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it was Christian. Wait, is this what's this bitch's name? I'm sorry.
Christian Wiig, yeah.
It's Christian Wiig. Okay.
It wasn't really Ghostbusters material.
Yep.
Oh, well, I guess it was her or whatever. Everybody kept thinking it because I could have swore it was Leslie Jones sticking her. But even then, that was the disrespectful part that people were like, I could have swore it was Big Mama, but fuck it, right?
Either way, what is the like? And again, why did he agree to this? What?
Yeah, he's like, he wasn't real Ghostbusters material anyway. I could have swore it was just her looking out the window, but it was so many years.
Yeah, it's been 5-6 years.
I wanted it to be Leslie Jones. Get your ass.
Oh yeah, blame the black girl. No, but, you bigot. No, seriously though. I'm surprised Bill Murray even filmed it. I'm really surprised he did it.
You know what's funny is Ernie Hudson and Janine, the chick that's the secretary, they also had cameos in the movie.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said everyone who's alive had a cameo.
Yeah, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think even Hal Ramis had a
posthumous cameo.
Yeah, I think he passed that a little after that, because you got to remember they filmed it. Yeah, they filmed it back in like 2015.
Well, he passed
between right. So I think he might have been in it, because if you look at, they released it in 2016. Normally it takes a movie 2 years or something. So it might have been right before he passed. Yeah, Annie Potts. There you go, Loose Cannon. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I heard he has an appearance, man. But yeah, Ernie Hudson's in there, Janine's in there, and to be honest, I've heard all the current stories, and they were saying that they weren't really happy to be in that movie.
Well, I mean, no one was happy to watch the movie, so that makes all of us,
Right.
I guess. Yeah. I all I can say is I hope this new Ghostbusters is actually good. I do like the original Ghostbusters quite a bit.
Right,
And I
right.
really, like I said earlier, to me, Ghostbusters and RoboCop in particular both existed better as just solo movies instead of series and franchises.
Man, hey, you should play RoboCop versus Terminator.
You talk about the old game from the 90s?
Yeah,
I love that shit.
that shit's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Did you were you ready to wrap up? It's been about 2 hours. I'm not sure.
Yeah, man, we can wrap this shit up, dog.
Oh, Loose Echo. That's right. Loose Cannon's here in the Echo. I kind of was too, and I'm not sure if it's me.
Oh man, my bad, man. Shit, I had no idea. I didn't hear anything.
Can you hear me now? Oh, okay. I don't hear it.
Yeah, I could hear you perfect, man. I didn't have an issue hearing you before, so
Okay. Cool. Oh wait, no, I hear it again.
Well,
I don't know what's. I can't help it. Fucking
Yeah.
StreamYard, fucking YouTube. What do you do?
Well, I tell you what. Before we go, let me give a shout out to everybody. So hopefully, I don't forget anybody. We'd like to thank everybody for showing up, showing your support. It's great to have the Primetime Kings back in full strength. You know, happy to have Fat Steven Seagal, you know, being here with us, kicking it with us, and yeah, he was pretty much at the end of his shits, you know, by the time he left, but it was still great to have him here. So I know sometimes a lot of this shit can be depressing and it kind of fucks with you a little bit, but the thing is that, you know, and this is real quick. You know, we just have to learn how to separate a few things when it comes to this, and it's hard to do it because, you know, we grew up on this stuff. We love these things. Our hearts into it. You know, a lot of us have paid money. We done bought comic books and toys and fucking and underoos and fucking, you know, shorts and t-shirts of some of this shit, and all this shit's getting all fucked over. And so it's gonna bother us.
Yeah, movies.
You know what I mean? You know, and you know, we're human. We love these things, and you know, if it didn't bother us, something would be wrong with us. You know, so at the same time, you know, we see it for what it is. You know, and I know a lot of people just ready to move on to other things, but the one thing I've come to realize is always moving to the next thing is not always the best thing, especially when it's something that you love and you enjoyed. Anything that you love and you enjoy, you fight for. Okay, if you love it that much and it bothered you that much, you know, and fighting for it is not, you know, fucking, you know, you don't always have to have a picket standing in front of the fucking studio, you know, hell no, we won't go. It don't have to be all about that shit. There's different ways to, you know, to let folks know that you don't approve of this shit. Yeah, we all heard, you know, we've all heard it. You know, you can, you know, you don't have to spend your money with them. You know, whenever you can downvote their shits with, you know, with the thumbs down, you can always let them know about your disapproval. Mm-hmm. And even though sometimes you feel like that shit's being spoken into the wind and nobody's hearing you, you know, there's folks out there that, you know, that love the same shit that you love and understand it and respect it and hate to see it go down the same way you hate to see it go down.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, you don't. But the thing is you know, especially when me and Vigilante and Steve, we do this show, we try to stick more on the things that we do love and not always talk about the woke, but it's hard. And the thing is, we're a community that came together because of the things that we love, but we also came together in unison to fight against the things that we hate. And just because, you know, sometimes it gets a little boring, and sometimes, you know, the one thing that we fancy ourselves, you know, I ain't gonna say fancy. The one thing about us that's different from the rest of any kind of fandom out there is that we're the small minority. We're a corner of the fandom that care about the woke shit. Everybody else seems to accept it, and they're cool, and they're cool with Luke getting fucked the way he did, and dying and being disrespected, and everything else being disrespected the way it has. A lot of people can just accept it, like, oh well, this is just this.
Yeah.
But that's not how we felt, and we spoke up, and that's just who we are. And the same things that we love are the things that brought us together when we all saw in unison that they were being destroyed. And that's why we're here. We're here together because of our hatred for what's been done to the shit that we love, just as much as we're here for the things that we enjoy together.
Yeah.
So it's two sides to this coin.
And as one thing, somebody has a chat that really makes sense. It's harder because woke has oozed into everything. Baron Orman tag. That's really the thing. It's like we can't escape this. Like there's no escaping this. I myself get tired of constantly talking about the same thing, and I no longer, I'm still a fan of a lot of properties, but I'm no longer as glued in. I'm less inclined to give money to certain companies. I have not seen any of the new Batman animated stuff. Long Halloween.
Yeah, me neither.
It wasn't an intentional rah. I'm not gonna give them my money. It's just that they have pissed me off so much. It's like I can't. It's hard for me to click add to cart on your product now because you've come at me so hard. You've been so disrespectful to me, even for something that does not have this. Something that I love. Batman's my favorite character. I can't just click add to cart and buy this. I just can't. You've taken away part of my fandom. So yeah, I do have an issue, and I do want to talk about it. Now there's a balance to be had, and I'm trying to find that balance just from the beginning of a product. Because as somebody else said, gaming and YouTube is new entertainment. I watch mostly YouTube myself. So as a YouTuber, I want to provide something that's entertaining. I don't want to just that's why I'm glad we talked about them damn Pop-Tarts. That was something entertaining. It's something that had nothing to do with all this woke shit. That was entertaining. I like doing stuff like that.
Right.
As important because we're not going to get that entertainment for them, so we got to entertain ourselves. We got to be the entertainment.
Right.
We can replace Hollywood, not as one guy being as big of a star as The Rock or whoever else is a Hollywood star, but as all of us at not just us in this community or this fellowship or this alliance, whatever you want to call it, but just as the collective of people on the internet, be it YouTube or Twitch or whatever other platform. There are so many individuals. Like if you follow YouTube comedy, there's so many comedians on YouTube who are coming up with their own sketches and their own thing. It has nothing to do with mainstream comedy. Some of it, if you like this anti-woke stuff, go ahead and check out Ryan Long. He's a comedian that can slide that. You don't want to get in the culture war. There's comedians for that. There's a whole entertainment industry that's outside the entertainment industry that already exists, and that has to be pushed as much as this. And we do have to hold their feet to the fire for the bullshit that they do. They shouldn't get off with it scot-free. I get being tired. I get tired myself. I very much do, and I'm trying to find that balance, trying to become more entertaining and less dependent on their bullshit. But they deserve to have their feet held to the fire on the bullshit they're doing. They just do.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Yeah,
and I agree. So, with that being said, and I agree with you, man. You definitely you said a mouthful, man. I guess between what you said and what I said, man, hopefully people can understand, where we come from. We always want to talk about the good things. At the same time, man, it's like what's being woke and what's dude, and that's just one more thing. It's hard to turn a blind eye to it when it's being fed to our kids. It's in Sesame Street. It's in kids' cartoons. It's in our comic books. It's movies, TV shows, commercials. We got the fucking Gillette commercial. We getting shit like that. And I mean, it's video games. I mean, now a character can't have a little cleavage. She has to be fucking dressed all the way up to her chin, with clothes and all this other shit. It's all this stuff.
It's not just. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Go ahead, man.
The commercial. You guys, have you noticed the fucking State Farm commercials? First off, they race swapped Jake from State Farm, and if you notice the commercials, I just noticed it. Every single commercial has a female doing a masculine job. It's either a woman butcher or some shit like that.
Right.
So every single it's not just your comic books. It is your basic entertainment. You turn on the TV, the commercials are all feeding you a agenda.
Right.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. You're good. Go ahead, man.
I noticed that, and I'm like, I gotta toss that out there because that's something I noticed.
Oh,
And
no,
thank you,
yeah. I
Darren.
mean, it's in everything. So it's an advertisement. It's regular TV shows, cartoons, these new movies. I mean, dude, nothing's getting a break. I mean, even from the simplest things like you wouldn't think. You got fucking Lamar from Reading Rainbow, just down with cancer culture. So it's like, dude, it's hitting us in so many ways that we wouldn't expect. You got fucking Gonzo is trans or whatever the fuck he's supposed to be. It's like, dude.
Wow.
I guess that's for.
I didn't know Gonzo was trans.
Hey, dude, I guess that's for next week's. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this has happened in the last 3 or 4 weeks. So this is like some new shit. So yeah, this a lot of people spoke up on that when it happened. So it's like even the most simplest things that we enjoy, everything's under a fucking attack. You know what they said about My Little Pony now? This new My Little Pony that's coming out. Watch it. It's filled with identity politics and all this other shit. So even My Little Pony is not even embracing the whole let's be friends kind of thing. I heard it's about to change up, man. And who watches it? We don't watch it. Kids watch it. So it's like so many things on so many levels are getting hit. And we're talking from Superman's son getting turned like this, Robin being turned like that. And I mean, just everything is everything, and it's getting hit from everywhere. And I know we get sick of it, but the thing is, it's an attack on us.
It's an attack.
So either you lay there, you lay there and you get fucked over by it, or you understand what it is, you face it head on, and you push back. And as much as I like to talk about new shit, different things, stuff that we enjoy, as long as we're being under the attack, I'm not gonna stand here and fucking lay down while whatever the fuck's happening rolls over me.
I agree. And
I mean, and I love it. I love it so much. I'll fight. And that's just what it is. And I mean, we're looking for new things, other stuff to enjoy, and of course, backup stuff that's not woke. At the same time, while He-Man's getting fucking ran the fuck over, we need to fucking fight for He-Man.
Yeah. And one thing I will say about you, one thing advantage you have such a knowledge of pop culture. I mean, we've seen a stack of DVDs and all that, comics and everything. I think a lot of things, and you put me on the stuff. You put me on stuff I never heard of, never knew of. I still got to check out Cold Chat. I actually might check that out later. I just want to watch something. But you put me up on stuff. I think that's something else that we need to do. And you especially because you have such knowledge of stuff. Real quick, Baron Orman Tag, thank you for being my second 664th sub, because I've had 664 subs before. It rolled back to 658 and it went back up. So thank you anyone who has sub, and make sure you're still sub. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Baron. You're awesome, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, everybody.
And Gonzo's an alien. He's not supposed to have. Who cares?
Well, they and that's the thing. I don't know, just so much, man. It's there's a lot of activism and different things going on in Sesame Street, and just like real simple shit that's supposed to be just for the kids and not making them have to experience adult things. They're starting to experience it at fucking pre-K and shit like that. Yeah, man. So we got to stand up and fight for this shit, even though we're tired of it. It's always in our face. Everybody talks about it, but with our community, what's most important that anybody would ask, aside of anything being good or bad, is it woke?
Yeah.
And so we have to understand that this is what we're a part of. This is what. And the thing is, our eyes are open. Everybody else is walking around, sleepwalking, walking around with their eyes closed, blind to the fact of what's going on around them. And people are very accepting, along with the jab. Like people they take whatever the fuck anybody gives them. Nobody does research. Nobody fucking looks at anything. Everybody's just real accepting of what's happening around them. Nobody's questioning shit. And then once we speak up we're the one that be looked at stupid, or we end up being the bad guy. And shit, we're the ones that are, we're the ones that are up. We're the ones that are awakened by the bullshit that's happening. And this is what it is. So, don't hate me because I'm looking at shit differently than you. Yeah. It's just what it is. So while we have the normies looking at us stupid, we're the ones that know better because we know what's going on behind the scenes. And it ain't my fault that I'm trying to be aware of my surroundings and different things that are being fed to me and my family.
And that's how it should be, man. And honestly, we got to remember, not most of the normies don't still to this day, don't know what's going on. The biggest shock of me, I know we were supposed to end 10 minutes ago, but now we're going. Now both of us is going. The biggest shock to me of the past couple years of all this wokeness was the gay Superman, and not the fact that they made Jonathan Kent bi or gay or whatever.
Right.
It was the fact that normies that hit normies. That normies found out, oh, they made Superman bi. What? Because I was seeing that in all sorts of places where I normally don't see this type of talk. Even in hip hop circles, they were talking about it. It was a mainstream thing that they had made Superman bi.
Right.
And and the reason it was that shocked me was that people were shocked. I was shocked that this many people were shocked, but it was because they didn't know. They hadn't seen everything that's been going on the past 2 years. Yeah, maybe they heard about the Star Wars or the Ghostbusters thing, but they hadn't really known what was going on. And so when they saw Superman kissing that guy with pink hair on the cover, that threw them for a loop. Mm-hmm. They're not paying attention. So we got to remember, most normies don't even know. As Loose Cannon in the chat saying, my normie friends have no idea. Same with mine. They don't have a clue. Some kind of do, but the most part, they don't have a clue what's going on. And so that's as much as our job to let them know. And to let them know, like we were talking about earlier, we're not anti any agenda. Shit, neither one of us are straight white men. We're both I hate the term people of color, but
of course.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's not
we ams what we ams.
We ams what we ams. But we're not coming from agenda. We just want good material, and we don't want to be using anyone else's agenda. And we don't want we don't want this shit shoved down our throat. All we want is good material.
Right.
And while they're making, like we talked about earlier, when they're making She-Hulk, when them changing, they know exactly what the fuck they doing. That means, well, we know what people really want, but we didn't want to give it to them because we had no reason to. Now that money might be involved, let's roll back. It just shows you this entire time they hide behind their agenda and their inclusivity, but it's about bullshit. Because when it's time for real shit to happen, all of a sudden all that agenda is rolled back. Oh, sorry, Baron Ormantag, you bigot. You got to get out of here.
There comes a point. Baron said there comes a point when they push the crap too far, and more people start waking up and not being woke. Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. It's a lot of people are starting to see it, but they seen it from an angle because they've always been on the flip side of this shit. They've always been in agreement to all the woke shit that's been happening to the things that we love. It's like we're the only ones that see it being under attack. Everybody else is kind of going with the flow, with the motion of everything getting fucked up. We're the ones that are stopping in our tracks, and we're like, what the fuck's happened to He-Man? What the fuck happened to Star Trek? What the fuck happened to Doctor Who? What happened to Luke Skywalker and Star Wars? What happened to comic books? Why do the ladies on Street Fighter got to have a sweater on now when they've been fucking showing their tits ever since the fucking thing's been created? Like, what the fuck's happening, and why is it happening now? And everybody else, and the normies, and everybody else, your uncles and brothers, and everybody else that think differently than us. That's okay. It's just a new game. It's just a new movie. It's just the way things are. It's evolution. No, it's not, because this shit has been the same way for the last 30, 40, 50, 60 years. But all of a sudden, in the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, something's changed. And everybody seems to be rolling with it. And I'm not rolling with that shit.
Yeah, Superman has almost existed 100 years. It's creeping up on 100 years because he started with 37 or something like that. 36.
Yeah, man.
We're 14 years away from his 100 year 14, well, basically 2022, 14, 15 years ago, away from 100 years of Superman. 100 years. And so if you're telling me you need to change it now, it was good. Superman was, look what everything Superman has been through as a character. He was good in the 30s, in the 40s,
Right.
in the 50s. You think the 40s are the same as the 60s or the 70s? They're not. Do you think the 60s or 70s are the same as the 80s or is the same as the 90s? They're not. Yet this character was able to endure with all those different generations of people just fucking fine. Just fine as is.
Right.
And now, again, near 100 years after, you have to make his son 38. Thank you, Baron Norman Tag. So what's that? We're almost in 22, 16-ish years? About 16 years away from 100 years, 84 years, 83, 84 years. This character has existed and has endured generation after generation after generation, totally different generations.
Right.
This character was made in a totally different time, was able to endure nearly 100 years, and now is the time to make his son inexplicably. First off, you aged up his son, and then inexplicably made him bisexual,
Right.
just because. And it was a natural. You're going to tell me that was a natural story decision? Get the fuck out of here.
You know, it's funny. I don't know if you saw it in the DMs today. They put out an article stating there's been 12 characters that have been changed out like that. And I said, damn, I thought it was like maybe a handful. Now it's 12. Yeah, if you look, it was like right close to the fucking StreamYard link to come in this motherfucker. I put this. Yeah, I saw. I was like, damn, man. So there's more than what we think.
Yeah, because it's probably some minor characters that we forgot about.
Right, and that's what I was thinking. It's probably, there's characters and stuff that we're not even thinking of that's been switched over to. And I heard one of them is like, you come out this year. I think Catwoman came out or whatever, and then Wonder Woman came out as something this year. So I think they might add that along with Jonathan Kent and Tim Drake and whatever the fuck else. So it's like it's damn, man.
To be fair, something like Catwoman. I mean, I remember Year One, Batman Year One. They kind of acted as if she was bi in Batman Year One. That's from the 80s. That's Frank Miller in his dark. He was just
right.
But they did imply that Catwoman liked women too, because she was almost like a madam in Year One.
Oh shit! Okay. I blame the Dio and Bendis. Yeah, Bendis, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, some of these characters were already gay.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, if you see that article that I
yeah, I'm looking at the article.
Okay.
Wicked. What? Okay, this is a bullshit article, and I'll share it real quick. I do want to get out here in a little bit, but we done got ourselves fired up. I'll share it, and I'm not gonna read every fucking word. It's a goddamn.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff.
Real quick, yeah.
But a lot of it is fuckery. Okay, so of course we start off with Superman, and an interesting thing about his boyfriend. His boyfriend's supposed to be Asian and aren't drawn as Asian. So
yeah, did you hear about what's happening also with purple hair dude?
Nah.
He's gonna get powers where he's invincible.
Oh, the power of gayness.
Okay, so you know what I think they're gonna do with this, and I could be wrong, but they're gonna show where there'll be like a silhouette, them in the sheets. The next day You remember how I showed that Hanna-Barbera comic book?
I don't remember that offhand.
All right, well, basically, it'll show how they'll kiss and they'll hug, and then they'll wake up the next morning, and Jonathan will be wearing the purple hair dude shirt.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
And then the shirt will be long to where it'll cover his junk, but you could see his thighs and legs or whatever, and the purple hair dude will be in the bed, and basically they'll be able to do all kinds of shit. But it's just the fact that Superboy has his power set. They're gonna make boyfriend invincible to where they can actually pull off a sex scene. And there won't be no implications that one to kill the other in the middle of something like that. So it's just because Jonathan Kent's close to invincible. This other one's gonna have invincible powers. What do you think that'll what do you think that does for a gay couple that you're trying to show this Yeah, man.
Jesus. And again, despite the fact that this character is supposed to be Asian, they didn't even draw him as Asian. It's almost as if the whole point is just to make people uncomfortable. The whole point.
My bad. I was just thinking he was saying something about it looks like it's like we're seeing fetishes being played out with these heroes, man.
I think we are, man. I think there's a lot of fetishism in a lot of this craziness, man. More heroes, obviously Robin, which Tim Drake. You saw this. The Flash, I didn't see. I think this is one of the
actually, Future State came out. So basically, it was funny because Ethan Van Sciver did a video a couple of days ago, and I don't even think he heard about Future State. I bet you he knows now, though. Somebody had to tell him, in the chat or hit him up and tell him, hey, man, because he was like, the only one I never seen that was gay was Flash, and I was like, dude, Ethan Van Sciver. I know he's busy doing his his own shit, but he must have missed that. Yeah, they have this non-binary Flash from Future State.
Yeah. And loose cannon, real quick, he's named after his grandfather. So
because you're right. Jonathan Kent,
the father, but he named his son John as well.
Right. Yeah, in respect to of his father. And I was thinking like, okay, so you have all these members of the JLA, and then another one comes up is the Martian Manhunter. You know who the Martian Manhunter is?
Yeah. Wait, is he gay down too?
You didn't you didn't see what happened in 2015?
No, I didn't.
Him and Aquaman fall in some water, right?
Man, no, I'm good.
Hey,
I gotta
look it up. Look it up.
I gotta pause.
No. I'm just saying. I tell you what, just for the shits and giggles, and we'll get off. Just go ahead and look that up real quick, and that way we can just.
It's
in 2015. In 2015, to just put like Martian Manhunter, is he gay? 2015, and show what happens in 2015 with Martian Manhunter. So it just got me to the point where I was like, damn.
I'm going to Mars. I'm leaving the planet. I'm done. You said Martian Manhunter and Aquaman fell in some water. Fuck it. I'm leaving. I'm done with Earth. I'm done.
And so basically he turns into he turns into a girl and kisses Aquaman. And Aquaman's looking like, John, what you doing?
Wow.
So what does that say, man? It's like, damn, this 2015, man. So when you look up, you found it?
I mean, I think I have. Let me see. Oh my God, I did.
Yeah.
Here it is, ladies and gents.
Yeah, that's Martian Manhunter.
Sheesh. John Jones, aka Martian Manhunter, may be on the Justice League, but he plays for the other team. I don't know who L1 or L7 World is, so take it with a grain of salt.
I've known about this. I just knew that somebody wrote about it and pulled that up. But yeah, this is yeah. Yeah, John, look, and that's where he falls back. Like, what the fuck? Like, John, like, dude, what did you just do?
This is what John Jones says after Aquaman looks at him like, whoa, you just rape kissed me, bro. He says, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It's just the beach, the waves. You saved my life. And well, you're just ridiculously hot, aren't you?
Oh my gosh.
God damn. I don't know what else to say. I literally don't know what else to say.
So basically, yeah. So basically, if you wanted to just come out with something where you could take all these different people, you come up with a storyline to where they all come together as a team. You already got what? Gay LA?
The gay LA.
And it's just the fact that I don't want to look at nothing like that, and I'm not even making fun of nothing. I'm not even trying to sound like anything, but it's just the fact of what they're doing, what they're presenting, what they're putting in front of us, what they're telling us to buy. This is why I want you and your kids to read. So I mean, damn, what the fuck you want us to do? Why? Because we know better, and we don't want to read this shit. And then you call us bigots because we telling y'all fuck you. We don't want to read this. I mean, come on, man. It's fucked up, man.
These characters are already fucking established as what they are. why are you constantly changing them? And I knew a lot of this woke shit went back to longer than just, you know, the past 4 or 5 years, you know, 2015. A lot of it goes back to almost 2012 in comics. Probably before then, it was probably elements, but I just remember seeing it then. But it's just like what are you guys doing? Does the person who wrote this or writes any of this quote unquote ally stuff, the stuff that shows you're ally, do you actually think is helping one person of these groups that you're championing? Quote unquote champion. Do you actually think when you made Jonathan Kent gay or bi, that there was a gay or bi person whose life was better by you making Jonathan Kent? And I'm not talking about just a troll on Twitter. Twitter does not count because Twitter is not even representative of social media, let alone Twitter is Tumblr. It's amazing that people put weight into that site like it's something
right.
But I'm talking about regular, everyday, just random person on the street who happens to be LGBTQ or gay or whatever, you know. Because I've had viewers shout out to APM. He said, "Don't call me LGBTQ. I'm just a gay bloke." So whatever, you know. But do you think that they are actually helped by representation? I know as a black man, when you race swap a character, I don't feel better. I didn't feel better when you made Black Superman or when you do all this other bullshit.
You want to know what's funny? Just to answer your question, loose cannon. That's exactly what it is. You know, when the definition of what a hero is, you have to think about who's the one that's actually trying to give you the definition of what that is. A true hero is what we used to see. Right now, what people think is a hero is something that they think is something that they can identify with. Like, you know, like they think a hero is something that they can see themselves in. No, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you have to be black to understand a black hero. The thing is, that it might be something about how they act. It might be something about their power that you can identify with. It doesn't mean that I have to look like you or you have to look like me in order for me to understand you as a hero, or for me to accept you or for you to accept me. It's all about what's inside, man. It ain't about, you know, because what happens if you know we're both the same skin color, but you're just a shitty individual?
Yeah.
Then what?
Yeah, and then what about all the superheroes of all these different groups that were already established and beloved? It took them Static Shock was incredibly popular in the late 90s because of that cartoon, and that got the comic book popular, that got Milestone popular. That's how I found out about Icon, because Static Shock existed and I looked it up. You know what I mean? So like all those characters, they get tossed by the wayside just as quick as the established characters, because they got to make a new race swap. They don't even pay attention to the characters that already existed and had success, because it's not really about what they say it is. It's about agenda, and it's about a bunch of people with self-esteem issues doing bullshit to make themselves feel better. I like what a loose cannon said. I can see myself in that character. You know, I don't need to see myself in that. I can see myself in Batman, and I'm not rich or white, nor do I have a bad suit.
Right. You know, but you can identify with it. You know, yeah. I mean, when I was growing up, I could identify with Robin because, you know, we were both kids. But he's a kid that hangs with the world's greatest detective. So, you know, how badass is Robin if he has to keep up with fucking Batman? You know, that it was just one of those things that, you know, I sat there and I thought about it. I was like, this is why I love Robin. You know, he's a kid that's hanging with a grown ass dude fighting grown ass men.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even always like the best hero, but, you know, Batman taught him how to fight, how to kick a motherfucker at the knees and hit him, like sweep people off their feet and shit like that. And, you know, I mean, he used his size to his advantage. And I thought that was actually pretty cool as a kid. But yeah, I don't have to be fucking, it's like I don't have to be blind to understand how the fuck Daredevil feels.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of shit. It's ridiculous, man. And you want to know who's making this a big deal? Motherfuckers that don't understand superheroes or comics or the whole the whole concept of what it is to be a hero.
No,
it's like, yeah, man, we're listening to motherfuckers that don't write comic books. They're all about activism and social justice issues. Motherfucker, you don't give a fuck about saving the day. You care about whether my superhero that I love has a boyfriend or not.
Yeah. And they honestly, I don't even think they care about that. It's more about like almost like a cat marking his territory for them. Like, because none of these people actually cared about these heroes. They never cared about Superman. They just knew that he was a straight white man, and he's technically Kryptonian, he's not European. But so he's that's all they knew, and they had to change him to mark their territory. So they hit him with both a race swap and a gender swap, or not technically a swap, but they hit him with a black Superman, and you got a gay Superman. All these characters. They don't care about the characters. It's about marking their territory with a gender. Because a lot of these individuals don't even know who these characters are. They didn't know who they are. And a lot of it's about institution worship. I covered a while back the motherfucker who No Time to Die, Lashana Lynch.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She said, yeah, people would go see a 2-year-old if he was James
Oh,
Bond.
yeah. Yeah, I heard when you and Matt were talking about that.
Yeah. Because these people literally, that like when they got to Marvel Comics before they ruined it, they said, hey, it's Marvel Comics. It's this big institution. It can never be destroyed. So we'll just do what we want, and then we will make the world as we see it, because everybody who buys Marvel Comics will continue to buy Marvel Comics. They have no respect for fans at a basic level. They just think they just assume we'll be there. We've seen everything do this, not just fucking entertainment. We saw sports do this, and honestly, now it's a couple years after they went super woke, they're starting to get some of their fans back. To some extent, they're right on that. So that they have a stand base against fans, but they just think we're dumb idiots and we'll show up for whatever they do.
Damn.
So I'm out of words after that.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, I know we went good 25, 30 minutes longer than what we were supposed to, but I guess it was one of those things that needed to come out, man. And
Loose Cannon, you have a good point. He says, Soup's Cap, move on to the next statue. It is like that. It is like tearing down statues for them. That's a good point.
Yeah, and Baron says we can identify with the heroes by looking through their eyes as they face struggles. We seek these stories, but we know we are not these heroes. Yeah, man. And the thing is, we also find strength in what makes them courageous. You know, sometimes we'll sit there and think about certain things and find the strength to pull, out of some shit ourselves. And, we've done that as kids. Sometimes I would ask, I ain't gonna lie, man, there was a time or two as a kid, what the fuck would Batman do right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, and it's like, dude, now, I'm scared to ask that question because, the answer would be like some old stupid shit that I don't even want to think about, man.
Kiss a man. That's what he would do. Oh, man, I got a tough situation. I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. What would Batman do? He would kiss a man. That's what he would do.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm afraid to think about, how they would sit there and have, characters handle situations today. I don't know, man. It's it's heartbreaking, but as bad as it is, and as fucked up as it is, we gotta put up the good fight. That's a part of what brought us together in the first place. Now that we're fucking years into this shit, we came back out now, man, because there's a lot of things are changing, whether it's for good or bad reasons. The end is still yet to come, and we have to see this thing through. I mean, we're already in it. Might as well see how it finishes, if it ever finishes. But we gotta get our head in the game, and at the same time, still keep our head above water and enjoy the things that we love. Yeah, they're fucking up Superman right now, but you know what we do like? We like old Superman. We do like Superman. We go back, we get his old comic books, we get his old cartoons. There's different things about Superman that we can still enjoy, even though they're fucking trying to run him down. Yeah.
The Fleischer cartoons are on YouTube. If you want to see great, like that classic Superman, you can watch the 30s, 40s Fleischer cartoons right now on YouTube. Check them out.
Yeah, and there's and that's just what it is. There's a lot of things that we enjoy. We can't. It's hard for us to enjoy the current iteration of a lot of things that we love. So we just have to go back on, folks. And there's a lot of old things out there, stories to be read, movies to be watched. There's a lot of stuff still out there for us. And you know, there's a lot of TV shows, different things that we've kind of like out of sight, out of mind, that if we think about it, stuff that we wanted to see 10, 15, 20 years ago, that now we have a chance to go check out now. Because now the way things are being ran down, they're freeing up a lot of space for us not to watch all the current iterations of all this shit. So what do? Hell, we haven't watched the whole collection of Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff. Guess what? Now's your time, because there's not shit out there better to watch than fucking Knight Rider or the A-Team or whatever the fuck's out there that you haven't seen from a long time ago. Turn that shit back on. All that old toxic motherfuckers shooting them up, shooting up shit. Remember Thunder in Paradise with Hulk Hogan? You want to see some crazy shit like that? Then turn that shit on.
Yeah. I do remember that, because that was one of those things. If you watch wrestling back in the day, they used to promote the shit out of Thunder in Paradise. Because
man, there was all kind of shit out there, man. And I mean,
that was the whole Hollywood Hulk Hogan was because of that movie.
Yeah, there you go.
I remember that shit.
Airwolf, there you go.
Airwolf.
Hell, and even then, let's say if you want to just take a chance and watch something that you've never seen before, take a chance on Manimal. Shit came out in the fucking early 80s. It was a show about a cop that that would turn into different animals as he goes and he tries to stop criminals. So let's say if there's somebody, somebody outruns him, gets in a car, and then he can't, of course he's a man, he can't fucking outdo a car. He'll turn into an eagle and follow the motherfuckers, and then when they stop and get to their hideout, he'll turn from an eagle into a Black Panther and then go into the fucking building. You know what I'm saying? Different shit like that. That's shit that y'all ain't never heard about. But I know about this kind of shit. And then, there's shit out there that exists, man. So if you want to take a chance, go out there and Manimal. There you go. Come on. Yeah. There you go, man. Auto Man. There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of different shit out there. V for Victory. Yeah, go back. Look, I got the whole collection right behind me. So there's a lot of good shit. That was with Mark Singer, Beastmaster. Yeah, hell, you can watch Beastmaster movies if you want to. There's a bunch of shit out there for everybody, man.
Didn't the original V have Freddy Krueger in it? What's my
the original? Yeah, it did. Yeah, he yep, it did have it was before he got casted for Freddy Krueger. He did V, and then he went from V to Freddy Krueger.
Okay, yeah. Barrett Orman brought up Alien Nation. I remember watching that as a kid.
Yeah, I got Alien Nation comic books.
Yeah, because I remember watching you stream when you had that, when you showed that.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, Alien Nation, things like that. There's a lot of stuff we can go back on, things that aren't woke. And it's like, man, there's too much of it to enjoy. But the thing is, we still have to sit here and still monitor what the fuck's happening now. We can't abandon what they're doing just because we have shit to fall back on. We need to keep our eyes open and see what's what. Because you know what? If we sit there and wipe our hands clean of everything that'll go woke, they'll take everything that we love, they'll take it even further and they'll destroy everything. There won't be nothing even left for the kids at this point.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful, man.
They'll start burning DVDs. And to kind of piggyback off of what you said, because I got a friend, he has all these DVDs, all these different comic books, all this. He has more omnibuses and stuff as far as the comic books. And he said, man, I got all this stuff. I know there's not enough time in the rest of my life to watch and read through all of it. He's right. He has more material than he will. If he sat up there and said, I'm going to spend the rest of my life, I'm not going to work, outside of going to the bathroom, just going to read these books and watch these movies, he would never get through it. And I think a lot of people are in a similar boat, either through the media they own or the media they have access to. So as much as we do have to talk about all this bullshit, we also got to remember there's good stuff out there too, because you'll lose your spirit otherwise.
Right. Yeah, and you can't do that. You can't because it's disheartening what's happening to us right now, man. Yeah, very, man. And I mean, it's like I've said before, I understood the concept of good and evil before I knew what God was and the devil was in the Bible. My concept of learning good and evil was Batman against the Joker. Watching Adam West and Burt Ward fucking go against the Joker on just watching superheroes, man, and the super friends, and you got to understand. Yeah, you get to understand, who was good and who was bad, and that's why I understood my concept of good and evil. And I mean, you can't help it when you understand what good and evil when you watch like Tom and Jerry and different things like that. That's how I understood you don't hit nobody like that, or you don't do this or you don't do that, or you understand different things. It's like, man, that's how I learned. And now, hell, the shit that I'm watching is fucking getting destroyed. It hurts, man, because I was raised on part of this shit, and right along with like Sesame Street. Like how do I feel about Sesame Street after growing up? You watch, if y'all are old enough, Mr. Hooper.
Yeah.
And just seeing everything about what happened with Sesame Street, and then you see what it is now compared to what it was when we were kids. It's like, man, like what the fuck's going on? And it hurts because these people, they raised us.
Yeah, they did. I mean, you talk about Batman. Batman was like my favorite character for a lot of reasons. Now you guys talk about Married with Children, all the great stuff. Max Headroom. But
Yeah,
like when you talk about good
shit.
and evil, like, okay, not to get all sensitive and
Right.
I never met my father. To me, Batman's a very paternal character. I learned like a lot of moral lessons as like a young adult teenager from like the Nolan movies and different Batman comics and the Batman animated series, because that was like the only thing I had to kind of say this is right and this is wrong and what would Batman do, and trying to. And not only did it help me with morality, it helped me with like motivation. Like right now, I cannot lose weight. I need to lose weight. But a lot of times, like I got at my formerly biggest, because now I'm at my biggest now, and I lost almost like 150 pounds because of watching the Nolan movies and motivating myself. Like, what would Batman do? He's this character that pushes his body to the absolute limit. You know what I mean? Pushes his mind to the absolute limit of what humans can do. So that was a motivating factor in me, like getting my health right. And that's the power that these characters can have. And I think that's what gets lost in all of this stuff. Like, these characters do mean something to us for a reason. Shout out to Parker Lewis, Can't Lose. You guys,
I remember that. Yep, with Kubiak. Yep.
Yeah. That was on Fox, wasn't it?
Yep, it was on Fox.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's the killer part. It's like a lot of characters, a lot of things pulled us. It's some of these characters, whether something we were reading or something we were watching, some of these characters was our brothers or sisters, a girlfriend that we wish we had, a bunch of other shit, man. Like, all this shit means something to us, man, because in some way, shape, form, or fashion, all the shit that we've taken in since we were kids help shape and mold us in some kind of way. Of course, that along with life experiences and going to school and dealing with parents and family and the government, like cops and different things in life. All that shit helps, along with teachers and everything else and religion. All this stuff shapes us. But I'm not going to sit there and lie and act like, Saturday cartoons and coming in and watching Davy and Goliath on Sundays, early morning before anybody woke up. You don't know who David and Goliath is?
I do remember that. That was one you said, especially we said
Davey.
Sunday.
Yeah, it was that claymation like Gumby, and then they had it was like all this shit, man. They had all this stuff out there.
Like 6 a.m. or some shit like that.
Right, and then after that, you saw Gumby.
Yep.
And all that shit. It came out like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning on Sundays, and I mean, there was just a lot of shit out there, and I've seen all that stuff, man. And so I'm not gonna sit there and act like none of it influenced me. And it was all about, all that shit was just trying to make us be better us. It wasn't trying to change us and trying to figure out what our sexuality is and all this other bullshit, man. It's like, dude, they allowed us to be kids, man, and be ourselves and be free thinkers and to explore and be better individuals and how to treat ourselves better and our brothers and our sisters better. There's a bunch of shit that was good back then, and none of it is being shown now. And it's important, man.
It's
vegetable soup. I remember vegetable soup.
Yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle. I don't necessarily if I remember vegetable soup. I do remember Davy and Goliath, especially when you said the early morning. Because if you watch Saturday morning cartoons, they didn't have cartoons for real on Sunday, but they would show like Davy and Goliath. It's a couple other things they would show early in the morning, like between 5 and 6 or 7. You get a couple cartoons. You didn't get a whole slate, but you would get a couple little animated things like Davy and Goliath, Gumby.
Yep. And Gumby, yep.
What stuff like that. I'm trying to think of what else would have been. It depends on the channel.
They had shit like I don't know if you remember, they had like the news the New Zoo Review.
Oh, I do remember the new Zoo review.
Yeah,
God
it's
damn,
the
you
new
crazy.
Zoo review coming back at you. Matter of fact, I have a couple of episodes on DVD, man. I seen them shit
Damn, the new
for
Zoo
$1, and I bought it. It's like, you know, I knew my kids were. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy this shit just because I remember it, and I never thought I'd see this on DVD, and it's sitting here right in front of me. I'm gonna go ahead and for $1, I'm gonna buy this for nostalgic sake. And I even bought like fucking Fred Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Fred Rogers, man. Yeah, I was thinking Fred. I'm thinking Fred Rogers. Yeah, they have that on DVD. I scooped that shit up. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, you see that shit for $1 or 50 cents at the pawn shop. I'll go ahead and scoop it up, man, just to say, hey, man, I remember this. Put it in, and yeah, Gumby, yup, with the blockheads. I remember all that shit, man. The Gray Space Coaster. It's the Gray Space Coaster. Get on board. Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fraggle Rock. Yep. Down in Fraggle Rock. Yeah, man. Dude, I can't do it. You know, it's funny, man. Look, I was sitting there, you know, I was there with y'all, man. Of course, we weren't in the same, but as a kid, I was sitting there Indian style, eating cereal and you know, in front of the fucking TV, watching this shit, man. And now, you know, they take all this and they're trying to destroy it, man. Dude, we can't let nobody get away with that shit, man. You know, I mean, yeah, they own it. They're gonna do what the fuck they want, but you know what? They're gonna hear from us, man. And that's what it's about, man. It's about, you know, it's like, and that's the thing. You guys gotta dig back sometimes and remember and think about the shit that helped raise us, like H&R's Puff and stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of good shit out there, man, that a lot of us have forgotten. Of course, you know, it's none of our faults. It's with time and different situations, different problems. You know, we can't sit there and remember everything, you know, from the time we were kids, but that's why you're on here with us. Because if you hear me talk, Gary Gnu. Yeah, I remember Gary Gnu with the news. I remember that shit. You know, and I look, I came from all that. I'll sit here and talk about it, and I'm not even afraid to do it. You know, that's just what I am. That's what I'm about. I was there with y'all. And, you know, and even going through these troubled times, we gotta refer back to better times, and our memories of that, and the fact that all this shit is still accessible now. We need to get what we get and push forward. It's kind of like it's weird. We're gonna have to go back in order to go forward.
Agree, absolutely. That's the only way to go forward, is to go backwards in a way, because they've put a impasse, a blockage at where we are. You know what I mean? And so that's but honestly, that's kind of a promising thing, because it's cool. There's a lot of stuff to rediscover. There's a lot of great stuff that we can rediscover. And it's gonna be fun to do, man. It's gonna be fun to do. But now at this point, I know we got 100 false fans. We now almost gone an hour, but I do got to get out of here. So if you ready to wrap up?
I'm gonna go ahead. I know but yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get off, man. I know we went way beyond our time, and we'll do better next time. But I guess it was just some shit that we had to get off our chest and just talk about, man. Even though it's kind of like at the last with that Martian Manhunter. That's what
that got me. Yeah. Because I couldn't believe that was real, man.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's like I said, it's your boy, man. I know about a lot of this shit, just don't get to talk about it as much, but you know, this is what we do, man, and this is who we are, and looking forward to next time. That way we can catch up, talk about some more things on the next Primetime Kings. You guys will be doing this Sundays, 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern. I'll be just doing videos throughout the week. Next time you guys will see me, we'll be on Friday doing the pre-show show. And Vigilante, please let us know where we can find you, my brother.
Oh yeah, please check out my channel. My plan was to upload clips every day, and I have clips to upload, but we're going pretty much live every day throughout the week. Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays on my channel, there will be a live stream pretty much every day, around 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central, And then we do the Culture Crime Fighters on Wednesdays, and that alternates channel between my channel and Matt from Fireball Productions, my partner in Culture Crime Fighting. So throughout the week, that's check my channel, and then on Wednesdays, sometimes Matt's. On Fridays, sometimes Matt's, because I'm also on his MF for Cocktail Lounge. But that's the best place to check me out, is on my channel. And then not only do I do live streams, but shout out to the Wait Now. He's helping me with clips, and I'm trying to post clips all the time. So please check out my channel. You can see all the news that happened last week. And my thoughts on it at Vigilante Wins. So please check me out there. So thank you for having me, bro. And thank you everyone in the chat. The chat, you guys are just you made the show. I know it's only a few of us, just basically me, you, Loose Cannon, and Baron Norman Tab, but that's fine because you guys were talking about a lot of great shows. Jason the Star Command. I remember some of this stuff. It's just cool to kind of to reminisce. As much as we were talking about the crazy shit, it was really cool to go reminisce. Like you said, the New Zoo Review. I'm like, man, I ain't heard that. That's a name I ain't heard in 20 years. Like,
yeah, man, I come from all that, man. So there's a lot more of different things that, if we'd have sat there and put another hour or two into it, I can come up with so many shows. You'd be like, what the fuck? Shit that you've forgotten, that you've you'd be like, damn, I remember that. I forgot about that. Lone Star. I remember Lone Star.
Shout to SWAT and
yeah, I mean, that's
some of the stuff like that. Was it the something of Moon Mesa? The fuck is it? Heroes of Moon Mesa? I think it's cartoon. What was that cartoon? It's Moon Mesa, and I forgot it was the Heroes of Moon Mesa or the somebody in the chat is gonna correct me on what that it was. What they had, they were like cows and bulls. Oh fuck! I gotta Google this. If I don't Google this cartoon, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Cowboys, no, you can't do that on television. That was my shit. Like
Moon Mesa, that's what it was.
Man, you can't do that on television. Keeps come on Nickelodeon with Barf. I heard that. I remember that shit, man. I love that shit, man. You can't even find that on DVD back in the barnyard, dude. You can't do that on television. Was fucking epic, man. You should 24. Yeah, man. Dude, we're gonna have to do this again, man. And look, I want to tell everybody in the chat, thank you all, everyone that's contributed with responses, even anybody that was lurking, listening, giving us your time and your energy. We want to tell everyone thank you. Pat S, Loose Cannon, Baron Norman Tag, Lord Thoth. Man, if I'm forgetting anybody, shit.
Yeah, blame our head, not our heart. Obviously, Fat Steven Seagal for joining us.
My boy Fat Steve, we missed him.
It's cool to have have all three of us back.
Yeah,
as you said, Loose Cannon, Baron Norman Tag. I mean, a lot of the past. It's just we're going to leave some people left, and then it was just us talking about stuff. It was just us five, and then I'm not sure if Pat S is still here. Hopefully, it is.
Pat S,
because all the comments I'm looking in the shrink yard are only for the past 20 some odd minutes of us rattling off. So all the old comments from a couple hours ago are gone. So I can't think of what everybody was.
Say, Baron, you should check out You Can't Do That on Television a couple years ago when they all came back. They all came back grown up and started doing those same kind of sketches. That's just fucking priceless. You need to look that up, brother. Yeah, all the people from You Can't Do That on Television came back a couple years ago, grown up. And they started doing those old school sketches, and even the mother, the mother that was in a lot of those sketches, that she was kind of crazy like, she even came back, and it's crazy. But the dude that played Barf, he passed some years ago. Yeah, but a lot of the cast members, they're all grown and came back, and it's crazy to check out. You Can't Do That on Television from a few years ago. So if you guys, they really did, Baron. So you can probably look that up on YouTube. And you can probably see bits and pieces of it, but that does exist, and they all came back grown up a few years ago. So you guys need to check that out, man. You can't do that on television. Cool. Yeah, with the original cast coming back grown as fuck, man. You guys check it out. It's funny, man. Good shit.
I'm gonna check that out because that was like the first Nickelodeon show of real note, really, that I remember. You Can't Do That on Television. Man, shit like that.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid watching Nickelodeon. I was watching Paddington Bear.
Mm-hmm.
They also had they had another show that
Pete. You guys remember that shit?
Yeah, they also had another show that I enjoyed. It was like a puppeteer kind of show with people and puppets, and it was actually pretty good when I was a kid, man. I can't remember for the life of me. I should be ashamed of myself, but yeah, man, they had a lot of good stuff out there, man. And Monty Python, yeah, I love them. I got a bunch of Monty Python behind me.
Yeah, it was kind of a kid's Monty Python. It was.
Yeah, it was funny, man, and it was real engaging. And that's the first time I seen the slime.
Yep.
They were dropping slime on everybody's head, and after that, they started putting it all in the Dare shows and all that other shit.
And all the everything that became Nickelodeon's thing. Really, I know it's still on, but for its heyday was that slime.
Right, and then that slime, they support that shit on everybody, man. So that was some good shit, man. So yeah, like I say, I was there with y'all, man. And the thing is, we got to uphold those kind of things for our kids and everybody else. Double Dare, Double Dare. That's exactly what it was. They started using all that slime and shit and everything. They started throwing folks in slime and all that old crazy shit with the host. What his name is Mark some
Summers.
shit.
Mark
Summers. Yup.
Because he did. What was the other show?
Matter of fact, he came back. They did Double Dare and they brought his ass back, and he was a lot older, man. So yeah, there's a lot of they brought back Double Dare about 5 years ago or so. Matter of fact, that burger show, Keenan and Kel.
Yeah,
they bought some of that shit back too. Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Yeah, they bought all dude. There's so much
home of the Good Burger. Can't take your order.
Yeah, man, dude. There's a lot of shit out there, man. So while we sitting here frustrated, we don't got to stay frustrated. We just got to keep our eye on the prize and check these companies when they pull that bullshit. But at the same time, remember, hey, there's nothing wrong with going back and looking at the things that help mold us. And some people say, hey, I'm not saying go back and play with toys, but there's nothing wrong with going back and watching old cartoons. Pull up sitting Indian style if you can. Pull up a bowl of cereal, man, and eat something and watch you some Tom and Jerry, some Heckle and Jekyll, some old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. It's like there's a lot of shit out there that we can enjoy, and we don't got to settle for this shit, but we got to fight for the integrity of what we grew up on. And that's what it is. So with that, want to tell everybody thank y'all. Yup, Keenan and Kel. Yup. Want to tell everybody thank you. Hey, you remember when Kel started doing gangster rap?
I vaguely remember that. I remember
that was around the time when Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant was trying to do gangster shit. Kel from Keenan and Kel started doing. Yeah, he was talking about shooting motherfuckers in a video. Kel. Dude, you can pull all that shit up, man. When you talk about you look up Keenan and Kel, look up Kel's rap career, and he talking about putting two in the dun. It's been so long, I can't really remember what it was, but he did come with some gangster shit. So him and Kobe Bryant and Allen Iverson, and even Chris Webber was doing some gangster rap shit. So there's a lot of funny shit out there. You guys could check out, man.
He only had 1 or 2 songs. Those songs were kind of cool, but he said a slur that Eminem was popular for saying around the same time, and it got him into some trouble. We'll just leave it at that. Man. I mean, shit. You can also check out. There's the Shaq. You Can't Stop the Rain with Notorious B.I.G. Yeah. There's that shit. Yeah, there's a bunch of little weird shit out there you guys can check out, man. So, but with that, we've already hit a 3-hour mark. Like I say, man, thank y'all. Thank you, Lord Thoth, for even coming back, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, Pat S. We love you guys, man. And you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. You guys have a good week. And we'll be dropping videos, and you'll be seeing Vigilante during the week. And I'll be checking them out, too, because he got good shit. And subscribe to Vigilante. Subscribe to Fat Steven Seagal. Check out their channels and everything else. And we love y'all. You guys take it easy. You guys have a good weekend. And be safe. Peace.